we are on Ashes, ladies and gentlemen, and we have got Rock Generation in the blue color playing as Capitano Cutter. And on the other side, in the red, this is EOD, his opponent, playing Shipmaster. Now, Cutter will always be Rock Generation, or the other way around. I don't know how to English anymore. I'm all mixed up about this. But yeah, he's Cutter every time now. Throughout this entire show match, ladies and gentlemen, that is as Keanu, our lovely show match host, requested, and EOD has to mix it up. EOD will be playing as all the leaders, basically. The usual no repeat rule applies, but he does get Voridus without any restrictions. Combat spoils, 1, level 2, whatever, it's all allowed. He can do whatever he wants. He can even mass up Grenadiers and go for the Mega Cataclysm, which is a little buggy, but hey. Anything's allowed when you're going up against the best overall leader, which is Cutter. As per win rates, very, very few even get close. And you guys can follow that on Halo Warpoint, which I'll bring up after Game 1 for those viewing this live. Maybe we'll make a dedicated piece for it. Rock Generation going for a second generator here. No mini bases whatsoever, and EOD is just messing up the minis, so I'll be really curious as to how Rock Generation will be sorting this out. Scoreboard's missing, says Venoms. Thank you. We have fixed it. Alright. That is a huge, huge amount of mini bases. Rock will have to expand indeed. Which is, you know, cost-wise it's similar, but it will provide just the same number of slots by the end of it. EJ Coolby has also... Edge Coolby? I don't know. Has also subscribed, thank you. He has something to prove. It's true. Second generator coming in for EOD as well. Like those mini bases, as soon as you start putting pads on them, they very quickly pay off and give you the same economy that Rock would have had by not buying them. Also, of course, EOD has been running around the map picking up a lot of blue, but actually he kind of left a lot of it alone. So he just ran past them, touched them barely, actually ended up leaving them. Yeah, that's a lot of blue resource crates just being left alone. Don't typically want to be doing that. Second power node capture, but EOD's on the case as well. He's already got his first one. And the grunts are moving around to get on the other one. I think the music today might be a little too loud, as I've just realized. I'm sorry, it's on 100% volume. I usually have it at like 70. So that should be a lot more comfortable now. Let me know if it's still too loud, I can reduce it further. The production mishaps end here. Now, Sentinels toast. Almost all of them. There's one batch remaining here. And with that, EOD actually gains map control over Rock. So what does Rock really have left? A 2-star Marine. A fully populated tier 2 base. Well, about to be fully populated anyway. And it's gonna be garages. Nobody expects the Cutter vehicle transition, guys. Nobody expects it. We have got a 100-bit cheer from Safety Guy. Thank you very much, as well as Space AKs. I don't know if I'm pronouncing everything correctly. Thank you. Plenty of turrets coming up for Rock. But EOD's got the Invisibro, so the Marines definitely cannot defend themselves anymore. Try as Rock might, and EOD's getting an expansion base himself. Still too loud. Shall we reduce it to 60%? There we go. It's a fairly big reduction. I can definitely out-yell that. Wolverine being made quite early to act as a mobile detection unit. Plenty more Warthogs coming out as well. And we'll have a Nightingale over all of this, healing the vehicles up. Although it's a little slower than the other vehicles, so the Nightingale will dictate the speed levels. He's just going straight for EOD's main. Damn, dude. Suppose an ODST drop would be available as well. Finds the Expo. And that is plenty of Warthogs. EOD is absolutely not ready. His grunts just evaporate to these vehicles. As I said, nobody expects the cutter vehicles. You know what nobody expects even more? The cutter air. That would actually not work. There's too many grunts, but hey. It's at least a little funny. Anyways. Warthogs are doing work, ladies and gentlemen. They've killed so many grunts. Forced EOD to pop in the drop. That will save the base, of course. And the shield generator will put a stop to this. But hey, Rock is in a comfortable position. He's got the mobility. He can roam around the map and destroy the mini bases. He's even picking up a proxy base to EOD. And has free reign over the teleporters. That's an important part, actually, because you can just roam around and, like I said, take mini bases over. Gain a lot of leader points. Which is great for Cutter, because then you can transition into drops. That's exactly the place you want to be. EOD just defensively posturing up here. Got engineers, turrets. No shields just yet, but I'm sure it's coming soon. Making some extra hunters, of course, against all these vehicles is going to be important. But yeah, Rock has split his army into two. Meanwhile, the base is under attack by the Honor Guard. 5 Hogs, not going to be enough up here to make anything happen. And of course, Rock has gone after the minis, getting another Expo behind this, seeing as he's the one with the map control. He's even gotten all the power nodes back, currently at a 4-1 situation, but about to be 5-1. 5-0, sorry. Lots of great guerrilla warfare. Shields coming in, and EOD is honestly very much turtled up right now. The Reavers will be a helpful addition, and although Rock did complete the base, which is a lot of leader power XP for him, he does lose it. But guess what? When you buy a mini base, you gain just as much as though you would from a full base. That's the bonkers part. Taking over mini bases has to take priority over your ninja bases. But it served another purpose. Stealing this base means EOD didn't buy it. And now he's more unlikely to commit to it because he's still having to work on population, and we're late into the game, right? We're almost 10 minutes in. Rock will be bringing the big drops. Just momentarily. I'm sure he has access right now to the ODST assault group. So I'd be surprised if he didn't use it here. Catching the spirit support especially would be nice. But maybe he just uses them aggressively. It's right there in the main with all the Warthogs. EOD is not here. So maybe he can just wipe the whole thing. Also, Rock has over 3,000 blue. So, you know, maybe close air support is a thing. And yeah, we can see EOD just pulling back everybody, but leaves the hero behind to kill the base. Spirit helps as well with the process. Oh god, we've had a displacement beam. But Rock's not finished in his base. Forces an extraction here. But I don't know about that extractor, man. It's not looking so good. Take a lot of damage, but EOD just about manages to heal it with the engineers. 4 engineers and the bubble, of course. Negating so much of the damage. Yeah, that's right there is a 40% reduction, so... all that damage is just gone. So what's Rock gonna do next? He never used his big drop, but he's got a veteran Warthog? That is a rare sight. Isn't making too many units, but is tier 3. Now, of course, we're going vultures. Guess what? The hunters cannot shoot up, so... turns out EOD doesn't have any anti-air to speak of. Handful grunts, don't really count. 1 Reaver, that is annoying, but it's only manageable. If there were 5 Reavers, I'd be worried for Rock, but... nope. There are not 5 Reavers right now. He's definitely getting cut down there. It is what it is. Here it comes. The heavy boys. Cloak's not gonna save you. Hero's down. Base is toast. And Rock just keeps on going. Vulture number 5. You're gonna need a few more than that if you wanna break the shields and the base, though. It's asking for a lot. So EOD is gonna have 3 Reavers by now. Working on number 4. Oh, that's vehicle upgrades. So is he gonna fill up the rest with grunts? No, he's just dropping in his spirit support. What? That's so many engineers. You could pop the engineers with these things, of course. I'm guessing Rock now wants to time the vulture attack with the pelicans. That's probably it, right? Like, you know, when you do throw close air support in, that alone can strip the shield, and then the vultures can just take the base. Kinda treating it like it's just a UNSC matchup. Because the shields can certainly take a few nukes. But if the shields don't exist, the base can be basically one-shot with this army. Which is exactly what I'd be expecting here at this point. Oh, that vulture. A bit too adventurous. Will be taken down by the massive anti-air blob of 4 units. It's not that massive. Here it comes. Okay, Rock's not gonna bother. He must have upgraded them. That base should not have fallen there. Okay, it's 7 now. Holy moly. These must be upgrade. Oh, they're already level 2, dude. Or is this level 2 right now? It's air upgrade 3, yeah. They are level 2. That's such a sick timing. Yeah, level 2 will change everything. The air upgrades on the nukes are probably the most effective thing because it's already doing high damage by itself. And the upgrades, percentile increases will work very nicely there. Okay, I'm expecting the beam, but it's not coming. It is not coming. EOD has an unshielded base here. Rock could knock the man down to just 1 base there. And EOD just gives up. Holy. That was absolute cutter dominance here without using any marine armies. He's not gonna play into Shipmaster's advantages. He just goes vehicles, completely controls the map, and ends it on a sick, high-tech Vulture transition. Alright, we made it to the correct map. This is Rift, and Rock Generation, well, you guessed it. He's playing as Cutter. On the other side of the map, we have got EOD, giving it a try with the other elite. This is kind of what I predicted. The elites are supposed to be a little bit favored maybe in some cases. Arbiter's on. See what you can do on Rift. Should be a rather stable map for Arbiter. Especially the elite rangers in tier 2 can certainly do some damage. With tier 2 hero. Lots of conduits of rage. It's very difficult to make anything happen, to be honest, with any of Cutter's stuff. You might want to try the exact same thing that Rock did in the last game, but Arbiter will be more aggressive, and so Rock is more aggressive. He's putting down the barracks immediately. And we've got a mini-base steal from our RB gamer. So that's looking to be a 3-to-1 mini-base situation, but yeah, it's part of the way that Rock is moving his units around. So this is a pathing where you get a super early scout on to make sure that EOD isn't over-greeding, or that he's not pressuring hard with like a heavy rush. You just get the barracks anyway because you know that you'll need to clear this out. But as long as you do it in the early game, you basically guarantee that this investment into the mini-base hasn't been a very good one. Plus you get plenty of power from your generator second with this. That's also very nice. Rock picked up the majority of the barrels there as well for free power. Power node is next. He's trying to conserve a little bit of health on the Marines, but they're still taking a lot because he's kind of fighting under them, so... faster is often better than safer in this case, because you get just more power out of it. But if you really want to conserve health on your units, you gotta do it from maximum range. The Sentinels often can't even see the Marines. That's the thing. Now, we've gotten some gift subs again on Twitch from Scorpion Laws, as well as Whitey Joe Young. Thank you guys very much. We've got a second extractor from EOD. But he's not being overly defensive either. Oh, Scorpion Laws again. And we've hit our 50 sub goal. Thank you guys. You the best. You the best. Now, the voting process for these guys is actually at 50-50 on Twitch. That's interesting. That is interesting. If some mod wants to, you can, I think, also control such a voting process on YouTube, but there's no like channel currency on YouTube. That's the big difference. So it's more of an opinion poll there. Green will probably go down. Rock hasn't been very constantly pumping those Hellbringers at all. He's turreting up. He's upgraded every single supply pad to heavies. EOD going in with the cloak, but not being able to make much use of it. Rock, however, doesn't have detection, so they work away at the Marines slowly but surely. Got an Arbiter out for EOD. And Rock Generation seems to be saving up for an ODST drop. Soon enough, he will unlock it, considering all these power node grabs. It's not going too badly. The cloaked units taking over the power nodes very easily without contest, of course. Why are some leaders better on some maps than others? Well, the terrain plays a big role. It, especially how the expansions are laid out is super important, but also if you can abuse some ledges, that will give you a lot of potential control. The garrisons can play a huge role too, such as on this one. If you control the 4 garrisons in the middle, you get a lot of vision. Look at this. Rock can see everything. He can guard all the power nodes if he takes us over, but of course so can the Arbiter player. But with Cutter's units being so fast and so many drops being available, the middle of Rift typically plays into the Cutter's hands. That said, in the long run, it's a very nice defensive map. So Arbiter is also good here. Rift is just one of those maps where you basically just want to play standard, and any leader that's suitable for standard play is going to be great here. Well, the SCs are coming in to stun the hero, getting teleported out. Whoa, did not expect EOD to go teleport, but it's a good way to keep the hero alive for sure. He's tier 2 as well, ready for a raid camp business. But Rock Generation is already working on his second base. He's tearing up himself. Doesn't quite have the generator upgrade. But he's got the third turret. He's got 4 power nodes to 0 at the moment. There's one that's free. Yeah, an infantry blob can just go north. There are also, going back to the leader and map topic, there's also maps that are, you know, really leaning into aggression. So, for example, Mirage is one of those. That is one where if you have a slower leader, holy hell, I thought we disconnected, but we're fine. So if you have a slower leader like Pavium, who can't easily bounce between bases and put on aggression, not necessarily the best kind of leader on Mirage. Nice destruction on Rock's base there. But of course Rock hasn't been idle. He's taking down the minis. He's also not allowing EOD to capture any bases. And there's a huge war over the power nodes. EOD has drops too. I'm not sure this will... Okay. It didn't glitch out. Fortunately for him. Sometimes they spawn like a million miles away. But this time has been totally fine, so the enforcers will be able to take down a lot of the stuff in the base. Rock attempting to save this with a drop turret. So now with 4 turrets and an anti-infantry among them shooting this, they'll have to retreat. Rock also took over the back minis, both of them now, and has managed to protect the power nodes. Very nicely done there. Will EOD come back in? That would be something. There is a Nightingale ready to protect everything. Infantry upgrade 1 coming in for Rock. All he wants is map control. Building up his resources to have the big ODST assault group, of course. Would be a huge play. Might lose that Nightingale again. Tried to smoke itself, but it's not enough. I'm pretty sure RB is ready to rage. He is raging. Mine's gonna give him another conduit. Buffing the crap out of him. ODST drop completely misses the hero. But it is enough to stop this aggression. The back mini, however, is being bullied heavily. And Rock will lose that. EOD is certainly keeping the man on his toes, right? No doubt about it. More enforcers helping to clean up the back bases. Excuse me for these mini breaks. My cold is getting the better of me. RB might need the teleport here. It's too many snipers. Okay. The anime sprint sometimes is sufficient. It's also like a teleport, basically. See if EOD can go to tier 3. But Rock's trying to get up in his base and into his business. With the second generator coming online as an upgraded variant, you always want to get them upgraded as soon as possible because they make double the money. he will be able to afford that drop. There's a shield, however, and there's elites chilling under it. Not easy to deal with. Oh, he's not gonna do that at all. He's just gonna want to strip the shields real quick. The snipers, he thinks, should be able to deal with the elites for now. I'm not sure the ODST mines will detonate at the correct timing. The shield is not yet down. So that didn't actually do damage to the units, but a lot of the elites were out of the shield. So the units have already done some work on that. And, you know, Rock does detonate one of the mines by accident with too many units around, but still the Pelicans are shooting everything to pieces. The hero has to come home to deal with the army. The drop turret also helping out so much. The combat tech marines are nothing to sneeze at either. Or maybe they are if you have a cold like me. Well, that's my problem. Shield generator down to half health. Destroying that would be very nice right about now. There's no more snipers for Rock Generation, so it won't be easy to deal with this hero. He just face tanks the ODST satchel charges. But they do deal with at least one of the turrets. Conduit of Rage, however, heals up the extractors, and to a degree also the turrets. And Rock won't have the big drop available. He's gonna have to go tier 3 and maybe get the Spartan out or something. This army is toast. The army can just run them down as much as he likes. There's really nothing in his way to prevent that. So yeah, Rock has done his damage, but it's not like EOD's toast. He's tier 3. And if he's tier 3, he can upgrade the hero, which I'm assuming he has a building for somewhere. Not yet. Not yet, but once he gets his little bubble shield thingy, and a ridiculous health bar, and ridiculous damage, it's even harder to lose him. In tier 2, you basically stop losing him at the highest levels. Very nice of Rock to be able to prevent that. At least buying himself a little bit of time. And I'm thinking he's building up his resources to the ODST assault group. It's happening after all. Capturing nodes with enforcers, not the most conventional thing, but you know, it does the trick. The grunts are faster though, as you can tell. So if you have grunts, do it with the grunts. It's also cheaper. Right, so big drop should be available. Is Rock just gonna roam the map and wait for the Pelicans to come back? That's gonna be a long wait. No way. No, I think it's gonna be... It should be an Archer missiles plus ODST assault group. That will mostly strip the shields just on drop. And then you can have the actual fight. The Arbiter is a problem, however. He can deal with the tank by himself. There's no snipers to support. Very problematic indeed. Oh, we can catch this though. This is sick. So many ODSTs. There's 5 of them alive currently. The numbers are growing. Rock's adding a lot of Nightingales. That could be a little bit of a dangerous game against Arbiter, because if EOD starts working on the plasma bolts, he can nab those things very quickly. Still not getting the... Oh! I am corrected. He is getting the Arbiter shield upgrade now, supposedly in the back mini base. Rock has done a good job with his minis. But yeah, went into full Nightingales, and these things are extra expensive. So now there's basically no chance of the drop happening anytime soon. He's maxed out. But he is tier 3. So maybe he gets a Spartan. Not yet, though. Not yet. It's all Marines. It's all Marines. His upgraded supply pad in the back gonna be toasted up. Enforcer's not gonna allow this. Do wonder what level those infantry are at. Rock's getting a barrack again. A barracks. He's getting a barracks. Wanting more level upgrades, I'm sure. Pretty sure he has level 1. I don't know about level 2. Probably doesn't have it. But this isn't a conventional match by any means. I mean, these guys have been on one base for the longest time. The power nodes keep exchanging hands, which is giving these guys tremendous leader power XP. Rock has enough money to do the Pelican again, and he's just not going to engage. Not without the drop. EOD on only 53 population already gets reinforcements. You'll need a second building or something, man. Getting an Apex, not the worst idea, but there's a lot of infantry here. Wouldn't mind some tanks at this point. Some Wraiths, maybe blisterbacks even. It's just Marines. Marines can't take blisterbacks. Of course, the Pelicans would be a threat. Oh, finds the base. Just as it's upgrading, I think Rock has to cancel this thing. Especially if the elites drop in. Yeah, that's why EOD was keeping his population free. Kept a little too much of it free, but still. Alright, there's the Pelicans. We've got some early smokes coming in too, and the aforementioned archer missiles to strip the shield a little. Doesn't fully strip it. You need the highest levels of that for that. Big stasis coming into neutral Rock's army. There's ODST drops also. Plus mines, a lot of units walking into it. Oh my god, EOD. That hurts, but with everybody being cloaked, thanks to the cloaking gen, it's all up to the Nightingales. There's another stasis. But suddenly the infantry is not looking so hot, and there's satchels under there. Oh, okay. One of them detonates, but there's still plenty of conduits of rage. EOD walks back in, but it doesn't matter because Rock doesn't have the money for the big drop and has to walk out of here. The RB is coming back around, and with EOD's highly upgraded infantry units, he can take this ODST business. Here comes the tank, but the RB is raging. He mad. I'm not sure those Nightingales can even get away anymore. Maybe if they stay in this chasm, that would work. Don't worry guys, the smoke wasn't a mistake by Rock. In fact, the smoke didn't disappear until after the shield did. Under the shield, the smoke doesn't do anything. So, very good defense overall by EOD, losing a handful more units than maybe he should have, but it's okay. He's got this under control now. The RB can do whatever he wants to this army over time. And as time passes, EOD will gain more and more leader power points, which is really where RB wants to be. Eventually, you'll have 3 points in Plasma Bolt, at which time you can basically delete 3 buildings at a time in the UNSC bases. There's nothing that UNSC can do about it. You just bring around the RB, he tanks all this anti-infantry fire. You target this spot where my cursor is. These 3 buildings are toast, and the main base gets heavily damaged too. You do that enough times, the UNSC economy just falls apart. And of course the Plasma Bolts himself act as a conduit of rage for the hero, so the hero can just keep going to town there. Or you can use it to win the fight. That's also fine. Then you speed up your power recharges as well with RB. That's a sick benefit he has. At that point, you really don't want to mess with him. Power Surge is just ultimate late game stuff. Well, kill him before that. That's what Rock is working on. There's the Plasma Bolt. It's level 1 for now. And I'm sure more of that is on the way. Stanchion Sniper's doing some great work on the RB. Oh, they managed to get the kill. I didn't expect that last shot to go through, but it did. Got another stasis and that drop turret plus the stanchion marines in the garrison, man. They might be making this happen. EOD's expansion here might have been a little bit too ambitious, too early. Archer missiles, I don't know, it's a strip of land getting nuked. Rock must hate that place. EOD tried to shield generator up. Maybe get the Arbiter back sitting under the engineer bubble will buy him some time for sure. But he's got nothing against the tank now. Maybe a mass stasis could be available? But you really don't want to mass stasis your shield either. Although it would get some healing. And this one's toast. There's no way. Mines again. Oh man, I don't think EOD can do this one. Guys, Cutter's OP, what is this? Granted, EOD never allowed Rock to actually expand himself, but I mean, Rock has got this under control, right? Surely. Hero should be out about now. And that can clean up, so... Unless these snipers are a lot stronger than they look. EOD is back in the game. Just lost a bunch of buildings, he can take it. Rock better run from here. The army's coming. Advanced Logistics level 2. Wow. EOD wants stuff and he wants it now. Elite Rangers. More Elite Rangers. What happened to Raves? What have they done to EOD and his family? He really doesn't like them. You know, Rock doesn't have a Spartan this whole game. I'm so shocked that we're seeing exactly 0 Wraiths. I understand. Oh. Sorry. My bad. He freaking made a ninja Spartan on the other side. Why not? Alright, that complicates things. Not so easy to start up Wraith production from like one building at a time. So yeah, EOD would need to make this a 7 slot and then start it with a double production or something like that. 45 base upgrade. Because yeah, you don't want that Spartan to go and steal your stuff. That much is obvious. We also haven't seen any sign of Phantoms just yet. So Phantoms might be coming in soon enough. Although they're not necessarily the best of options against a tier 2 cutter. Okay, this is gonna be eaten up by the snipers. They're also invisible snipers. The base should be repairable by the marines. Drop's already gone. These guys have evaporated the group. ODST assault group ready to go. Yeah, all Rock needs to do is upgrade this thing. Populate it with buildings. Upgrade it again. And go out with the double drop. Sorry, he can make it an all leader powers push, actually. Which would be... close air support, ODST assault group, ODST drop, archer missiles. By the time you cast all that, the shields would be gone. Then turret drop, then restoration drones, then Cyclops drop as well. Yeah, just go in and start blasting. That's the strat. And I'm thinking that's what we actually might get to see, because it's been a while since he used the leader power. EOD, on the other hand, he better have his 3 points in Plasma Bolt. So this hero should go out on the other side and get things done. So we're just waiting. EOD doesn't want to be on the other side because I guess he's afraid of being attacked or being caught by the 7 or... How many snipers is that? Jesus. Hold up. Rock has 11 snipers. Okay, everybody calm down, or don't, actually. Don't calm down. Do the opposite. lose your minds, please. That is crazy. This is what happens when you don't have Wraiths, by the way. You just don't have an answer. The Rangers are good units. They're not this good. These are tier 3 anti-infantry superior options. Army's toast immediately. Dude, when I play against Army, I never get to have this privilege. Yeah, there's a blister back. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Spartan can tank that for the most part. EOD will have to target. We've got the close air support coming in as well. And Rocks coming up on the high ground. Elite Spear Assault is ready for EOD. Probably not the best time to use it. Right now, he'll need everything for defense. He's also full population, so that's as things should be. Loving the big spread on Rock's army. And EOD still not controlling the blister back, so it's gonna just blast the Spartan. Very slowly hurt it. And those snipers can absolutely go to town on what remains of the infantry. We've had a plasma bolt somewhere. Whole thing's gonna get stasis. And RB is gonna just look at them. Very intensely, though. Okay, a bunch of them get taken down now by the Rangers. And EOD eats an ODSD drop to the face. That's a ODSD assault group, actually. A lot of the Rangers are gone again. But Rock's down to 55 population. He has to respect that. I think he might have staggered his leader powers too much. And the shield comes back up in the main base of EOD. Spartan's 1 star. Maybe he can save that. There's also a siege turret on Rock's expansion. Maybe he can get a Kodiak or 2 up as well. This is still not a 7th slot, but he's got a lot of upgraded pads. So that's going to count for something. Spartan makes it out with shields intact for the most part. Ay, ay, ay. Very nice game, though. We're reaching the 30-minute mark. Well, the Rock can't afford another base right now, but hey, the first Phantom shows up. EOD at 100 population, he must be very comfortable with his upgrade levels. Has the 7th slot. It's not nothing that he has here. It's not nothing. While the Kodiak is undeployed, this is the time to strike, but he pulls back, sadly. There weren't even that many snipers anymore. I think they're holding position at this time. I think there's 2 snipers and that's it. Okay, 3 snipers. He's just happy taking down the turret in the corner. But Rock does have the watchtower, so you can see up all the way here. Oh, plus the Jackrabbit with the spotter drone, ladies and gentlemen. You can see up quite a ways. Spartan might get that. Oh my. Veteran Phantom. I'm afraid. I'm just afraid. That's what I mean to say. Hold me, chat. That should be 2 snipers in there. Right. Put them in. Oh, he tried to heal them with Marines. Right. Yeah, now with 2 snipers. The Phantom can be quite annoying there. Does EOD have a... Sorry, where did his hero go? Oh, there it is. Good takedown on the JR. That's an important one to get. I'm afraid those snipers won't be able to shoot at the Phantoms. They may both be in the air, but snipers only shoot ground targets. Not air. Rock's working on those resources again, waiting for the leader power combo to come in. Also on the 4th base. EOD hasn't been on the other side of the map for a while, but the Phantom numbers are amassing, and I'm sure he's working on Power Surge at this point. With Conduit free. Oh, that is Conduit free, trust me. Look at the speed on those things, Jesus. We got some nukes. They're gonna get some damage done, but no kills. It's getting problematic indeed. With some luck, Rock might be able to take down the hero, but not if EOD pays good attention and micros him well. It's just not going to be a thing anymore. He's also got veteran blister bags. And 2 is a pretty sweet number. He can keep this side of the base kind of occupied. Phantom's coming right back in. This is one of the most powerful compositions in Halo Wars 2, especially in such an endgame scenario. Only 1 plasma mine available still for EOD. Now they're gonna eat some nukes, but they can take it. As long as they have conduit, it's fine. They've also been upgraded. Oh my god! What? The last one, if that had also hit in the middle, would have decimated the group. Spartan's jumping to another one that's full. Drop turrets coming in, but also there's stasis and healing. Complicated armies. By this point, of course, you'd expect that. Spartan does stay alive, of course. And we've got yet another lag spike. Which is unfortunate to say the least. Lag spike, solve yourself. Please, thank you. Looks like the YouTube stream has died, so we're gonna restart that. Every time there's a minor hiccup in the connection, YouTube stream dies. Sorry, guys. Either way, EOD is taking control. And Rockgen's army is slowly but surely evaporating, but not without losses for EOD either. Rock's still on 95 pop and counting. With some drops helping out there. That's an ODST assault group, I'm pretty sure. There's 2 Wolverines in there. But they're kind of getting taken down very quickly by this Conduit of Rage army. So it's all up to the Vultures now, as well as Rock's 1 remaining Spartan. Can the Spartan maybe take another of these guys down, or what's going to happen? Spartan's 2 stars! Okay, you gotta save that, man. You gotta save that. Okay, it's jumping on another of the Phantoms. Nobody's getting stunned, but the nukes are finishing off some of the remaining Phantoms. And Rock's not in a terrible position, but he doesn't have too many turrets here. Just 1 anti-air and 1 siege. It's not the best. Don't worry, guys, about the connection issues. I'm very sorry for the YouTube experience being poor. We're gonna upload edited videos, of course. I've actually got them queued up for next week, so we'll just unlist the VODs and re-upload the edited versions so that the full experience is available. As I'm also doing local recording at the same time. But as I'm moving, I'm gonna get more stable internet, so that's gonna be absolutely sick. Can't wait. We're also gonna add more streaming platforms to the list. Oh, that's a great take. How did he know the hero's there? I guess it's just a lucky coincidence. All these snipers are peppering him hard. 2 of them in the Garrison, 2 of them in the Phantom. Rock can do this all day. And these Marines around too. Just running around under the mass air. It's having a pretty good time with that. Of course, this base is a little bit less protected. Even though there's 2 anti-air turrets, the Phantoms can kind of take it for a while. Picking off a lot of stragglers, though, is huge for Rock. And he's looking to attack the main again. Maybe a close air support is available. I don't know, guys, if EOD can actually afford to make Banshees right now. Certainly not a great unit against all the Marines. And he doesn't have that much economy. Banshees do cost you a lot of blue. One of the most expensive for a full pop army. All of the air just gets evaporated. EOD just flies over the Marines again as they're healing up. Rock Generation is not even taking any damage. The Arbiter is a problem, but not for long, I don't think. That's a lot of veteran Marines that could just stand still and take down air units. ODST drops coming in to help, and Rock even has resources for more leader power drop-ins. Cyclops drops ready to go, and he just takes another game against one of the best leaders. That is something. Ladies and gentlemen, he's up 2-0 against EOD. What's he gonna go next? Do you think he'll pull out the good old Voridus? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fishers. Rock Generation's gonna carry the cutter flag. As usual. EOD Spartan Seb switching. He's abandoned the Banished. He's now the UNSC boy. Going with Serena. So let's see what Elsa can do over here. Turning things into a Winter Wonderland in the middle right away. Freezing those Marines for sure. Rock's going right back into it. That's frozen. No gathering for you, buddy. It's not too bad of a strat by EOD. But these guys will fall. So now he has to do some damage. The ice slows and debuffs attacks. So gotta say, EOD is quite advantaged here. Has some good Viggles coming in, but so does Rock. Maybe if EOD proc the Sentinels, that would be good. But now his Marines are kind of weak as well. Oh, Rock's proccing the Sentinels, I think, in that one. Might be a little too ambitious. Or maybe both of them did, I don't know. Must have been EOD. That's what logic would dictate, right? Generator's nearly ready for an upgrade. But yeah, Rock's just going for Marines, and EOD with the Jackrabbit definitely mixing it up. That is interesting. The Icicles are getting shot to pieces by the Sentinels. They end up freezing. I didn't know it affects air units, but I guess they're close enough to the ground. Now EOD does not have an ice cream truck follow-up, so he's gonna have to play normal. Also just upgrading his generator, the barracks is coming in, but he does have a mini base coming up already. That's a little faster than what Rock managed to do. And he's gonna get the side power at least, but yeah, it looks like Rock controls the middle fairly confidently. And that means he's gonna get all the power there. EOD never actually touched that. Ice cream truck will happen eventually. Cryo Troopers with their shields. Should be pretty good against other UNSC here. Rock's just gonna go for the Jerome and supposedly follow up with a handful of snipers after all. Hellbringers. I like Hellbringers myself. Against Serena, I would quite frequently actually go for a heavy Hellbringer opener if there's no ice cream truck. You can keep them under control pretty well with that. Especially if you have a Spartan. There's a barracks for Rock. Hijacks coming in. No grenades. The grenades are a pretty essential part to taking down the Bison though. the case with any vehicle here. Oh well, there's only 2 in the game, so... Forge and that. You kind of want to get, I think, grenades before you get the Spartan upgrade, but hey. As long as it's about cryo troopers and the like, the Spartan takes priority. Very annoying with this ice field here is EOD. Well, Cutter's Marines will be decapturing this pretty quick. Not a big issue at all. Spartan should be able to get this under control. But hey, his generator is getting frozen in the back. Getting some much reduced income right now from that. But it's frozen, it's basically useless too. So the power node is all the more important. Catching a Marine as well is the Bison. Very nice job there. And there's more of that coming. Oh, he's so close to the mine! Whew. Okay, now Rock is gonna wish he had Marines with grenades. He does not have them. Some lucky targeting with the turret. Takes out the Marine and retargets onto the most important Ice Boy there is. Rock's just staying in the middle. Is he gonna look to do an ODST on the other side of the map? I would say that's probably a bad idea by this point. With EOD having so many buildings coming up. Is that another turret? We just... interface, please! Ah! Turret, yes. That's destruction in the back as well. Sniper's doing a good job, and that's gonna mean Spartan versus Bison. Definitely getting a freeze on that heavy supply pad, so good micro there by EOD, of course. You wanna get the more valuable buildings with higher income ratios first. But with the ODSTs coming in and the Spartan getting a slam on this thing... Oh, actually won't be able to because it's on cooldown, but yeah, the ODSTs will destroy this by themselves. Well done there, for sure. Although Rock does lose his mini base. It's annoying, but certainly something he can manage. Now that he has a Spartan and ODSTs, he can go after this. Bison's being remade, but 31 seconds. It will pop out for sure. But EOD's hard stuck in tier 1. Having to deal with ODSTs and the like, I'm sure by the time a counter player actually gets there, Archer missiles are gonna be a thing by the end of this fight. Snipers can more than handle the cryo troopers. So Rock has an opportunity here to do some damage. That generator that's just coming up, also definitely a good target. EOD just sacks it. Ooh, his infantry's evaporated, man. Where's the snipers at? In the blob, okay. 1 star on the Spartan as well coming up. It's definitely a problem for EOD. How is he gonna work with this? He's only got the Bison and some turrets. So yeah, I guess eventually his base will do the work, but having to upgrade an anti-infantry turret, not exactly what EOD had in mind here. Like I said, Rock Generation, sorry, is just building up on his leader power points. I don't think those cryo troopers are actually taking damage from the snipers. Or the Marines weren't. Anyway, garrison's now cleared. Sometimes these garrisons just fully take the shots and nothing happens then. Oh, the snipers are getting taken down by the Bison plus the other sniper. And by slowing down the ODSTs, they kind of stay within firing range, so the Bison clears up that as well. Spartan has to run to keep the shields up, or get them up again rather. Rock's on 2 generators however, so tier 2 is within sight. EOD only now getting a 2nd gen, and committing to snipers left and right is definitely not cheap. Do you guys think that we'll see a mine combo? Oh, EOD just runs into them. I'm sure Rock has another pair. Or trio. Rock has trios. Oh, the bison is gone. Cue the ice cream truck music. This is gone. Just like when the IRL ice cream truck arrives, by the time you're outside the door, nuh-uh. It's on the other side of the street, buddy. Too far gone for you to ever catch up. Sad summer noises. Anyway, cryo troopers. More cryo troopers. EOD's upgrading that generator finally, but like I said, archer missiles. You'll have to deal with it. That and ODST drop. Rock will have the eco more or less. That's a rough one, buddy. Man, I gotta say, Keanu commissioned quite the show match here. This is a fun one. By the way, due to my move, we had to close down the show match store for the moment. But there are some more pending show match commissions, so we'll have some content for the rest of the year. And then early 2024, we'll reopen it with some changes. We'll share it along with other announcements. But it's gonna be good stuff. Two stars! Just like the rating I want to give the ice cream truck that just leaves the moment it shows up. Except this is a positive. Still no tier 2, only now gonna research that, and you know, when he does, this ice cream truck upgrade will be the first thing he does, I'm sure. Well, guess what? An ODST drop, plus mine combo, plus Spartan Slam still finishes that. So Cutter is in a fairly good position if he doesn't lose the early game, which he didn't, so Rock's fine. In fact, he's adding Kodiaks to his business now. A gen? Dude, what's EOD doing? I really am curious what this strat is. Is he gonna try Frost Ravens? He could try Serena tanks. Could work with all the ice. I like the pre-placed mines too. It's very interesting. Just making sure that the ice cream truck can't roll up to the Kodiak very easily. So I like asking if he... No, he's saying no way he didn't get veterancy, battle hardened. So I don't think Rock got it because he just stands still with the Spartan whenever he kills something. He's so good with the micro. Doesn't technically need it. And if that was the case, things like this Kodiak would level up super quickly. So I guess we'll find out soon. If he does have battle hardened, we'll see it very, very soon. EOD should have at least one thing, though, which is the big drop. Perhaps someone can remind me of the name of the big drop, because I suddenly don't remember it. turret drop from Rock, so I assume no Archer missiles is available. But yeah, that thing is toast, man. Oh! EOD actually targeted down the ODST mines, but it's not enough. He's surrounded, he can't get out, and he just taps out, dude. 3-0 for Rock. That's crazy. Cutter the best. Absolute beast. Welcome to Bedrock, ladies and gentlemen. We have got Rock Generation playing as Cutter. And he meets his match. On the other side of the map, EOD Spartan Stabs Forge with a generator third? Forge almost always goes for... Oh, wow. Okay. He's going for a double pad upgrade opener. And he's immediately going to be able to upgrade the generator as well because, yeah, there's 2 easily available power crates. So that's what he goes for. Very interesting. As normally we're used to faster power from Forge, but I guess he wants to play a little bit more tier 1-y in this one. And you guys probably want your Twitch point payouts, so I'm sorting that real quickly. Alright, back to the cast. Rock juggles the bases. He has the watchtower, which allows him to get the top one, but then EOD wants to come back down to stake this, but then Rock juggles it back. Very nicely done. Although EOD will be ahead overall in the supply game, thus more mini bases earlier. Rock is pretty close. It's the second generator that he won't be able to match, however. He matched the generator too. That's wild. That is wild indeed. Even though EOD already swooped up the map for all the blue. We'll have a Porchog. Surprised by no barracks, but if it works, right? Might be just Marines and Porchog. Granted, Spartan Marines can beat that, especially with the ODST drop. Magwai on YouTube says, never seen us live, learning a lot of the game on here. Nowhere near pro yet. Well, that's part of the learning process. Everybody starts somewhere, and you know, you stick with the regiment and you get there eventually. We'll also have tournaments open to various different skill levels in the next year, so definitely worth joining that and just learning on the job. Yeah, playing against other competitive players is, just generally speaking, the best method of learning. And the good part about tournaments is that you kind of know what maps you'll be going into. And you'll be able to pick a leader accordingly. That's the important part, not that you get an advantage over your opponent with that, but that when you pick your leader, you already know what the map is. In ranked, that's not the case, so sometimes you play suboptimal matchups in ranked, whereas in a tournament, you'll be able to pick accordingly every time. Now, EOD's upgrade is not yet in. You don't need to change leaders in this show match, is one other question. Not Rock. He was specifically asked to play only Cutter by Keanu, the host of this show match. So once again, shout out to Keanu, hope you're enjoying it. And thanks for commissioning this. Kodiaks. Interesting. Rock has been having a thing for Kodiaks in this one. Third generator coming in for EOD as well. We've got a garage coming up, of course. Nothing shocking there. Should be some warthogs for sure. As you don't really need to make Kodiaks as forge. You just drop them in and they're veterans, so save your cash for that. 2 Kodiaks, 3 Kodiaks, 4 Kodiaks. Oh my god, what is going on, guys? Rock's just pumping Kodiaks, and I assume we'll add a bunch of Wolverines by the end of this. One thing they don't do very well is deal with the Warthog, so EOD should upgrade this thing and just intercept it and bomb it. If he drops Scatter Bomb on a clumped group of Kodiaks, that would be very painful indeed, but hey, while they're low in numbers, you can just get on top of them with the Warthog and the Warthog or 2. And that should be pretty good. Yeah, see how much damage this does and how little they take? We'll definitely be needing Rock Generation to drop in the Cyclopses as well. The Diegos. Can't really go without that. Boom, boom. I'm losing count. 3, 4, 5, 6, and counting. Oh my god, it's not even any Wolverines, it's just more Kodiaks. EOD's having a not so great time out there. But they left a lot of satchels on the map, so not so easy for EOD to actually run over this. Not a single air unit has been made other than the Nightingale. And I guess the Kodiaks are just gonna demolish the entire ground army. Diego comes in to finish the job. Oh my god. The Warthog might go down. So anyway, I started blasting, says Rock. And it's actually working. Okay. EOD does save the... that would have been a huge shame onto his name had he lost that. Not really acceptable business. But yeah, Rock's coming up and he's had enough. Time to end this. Show once and for all that Cutter's OP. I know there's doubters. Finally some Wolverines, so goodbye Nightingale. No more healing for that Warthog. Oh god, EOD. Where's your rally point? This is a problem, man. How is he gonna deal with this? He does have some resources, so that's nice. I guess the Warthog is baiting a lot of shots. All that Rock needs to do though is directly target. Like, you can still command your deployed Kodiaks, guys. I so often see people just shedding whatever's first. No, you select those damn Kodiaks with all units if you must. And ideally it's not all units, you know, you would group them or something. But yeah, do that. Click the thing, shoot the thing, kill the thing. That's a big complicated theory behind the game. No, it's not really complicated. Anyway, still getting blasted, but that's now a tier 3 Warthog. Can take a little bit more blasting. But anyway, Rock finished blasting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a 4-0. He just walks out, says nothing, slams the door shut, and EOD breaks his nose on the door. Freaking ouch, man. That hurt. You guys know what's better than one show match? That's right, 2 show matches. They're rematching right after the all-cutter thing. So this time, the host is Scorpion Laws, just grabbing these guys immediately after the other show match happened. Now, Rock Generation is going to be playing as Anders in this one. And on the other side, we've got EOD Spartan Seb going with Forge. Both leaders pretty good on Rift, of course. Well, any leader that plays Standardish is good on Rift. But Anders is good because there's all these high ground chasm pieces that the Retriever Sentinel can fly over. And you can more or less keep up as well with what Forge is doing Warthog-wise. So yeah, huge shout out to Scorpion Lost for commissioning the show match real quick. Especially while we are live, so we can still grab the 2 players. There will be a show match page after the fact on the website. So for live viewers, they'll have to make do with what we have on screen. But yeah, another best of 9 then. Full best of 9. And I think we didn't start the other prediction on the Twitch, so let's do that. EOD's going double generator. And Rock's following up with the barracks. So, is that Spartan and snipers or Spartan and Hellbringers? I'm gonna find out. Should be a Fortrog, of course, from EOD. And some turrets. So you really don't want to deal with the Spartan and Marines. You can, of course, run around with the Fortrog and keep anvil rounding this. Also thanks to Z-Bells for the Twitch subscription. Much appreciated. No turrets. Dude, if this is gonna be Hellbringers, that could be devastatingly powerful. EOD's getting a little greedy. But he does see the Hellbringers, so a reactive turret is the least he can do at this point. Probably gonna go with 2 at this rate. And then just lean into Tech 2. He says T1! I can see you, he says. Yeah, Rock's like, no, you can't. Can't see everything. So, quick gen. Coming in behind it. It's gonna take some power nodes and more or less catch up with the EOD. It's not quite the same. It's not quite as fast. But it's enough to keep up-ish. Especially if he can force like 2 turrets or something. Which he is. But then out comes the Fortrog, and that can flip things on its head. Very quickly. Oi. Nice snipes. Nice snipes. Obviously a lot of value will be accrued by this Fortrog, as there's essentially no counter to it in this tier 1 strat that Rockgen has gone for. Just Hellbringers, right? There's no Grenade Marines. There's only the Spartan Mind Slam combo. Which can be enough, to be fair. Especially if the Spartan gets a few nice shots off, but yeah, ideally you want the Grenade Marines as well. You're just going for the second base, because why not? But so is Rock. So is Rock. He's quite behind in the power department, but with 4 power nodes getting captured by him, he'll work his way back up. Only the 1 turret for Rock. It's got the shields. And there comes the tier 2 for EOD, also alongside with a triple supply pad upgrade. Excuse me, 4 supply pad upgrades. That's very nice. That is very nice indeed. He's gonna have a lot of resources in the bank by the time he reaches tier 2. They can slap down a bunch of garages and spam, 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 spam. We missed this part. Looks like the slam is going through. The turret has done some damage, but EOD got away in the end. Oh! Running over the mines with Marines. It's an ouchie, but nothing he can't take. Spartan's running away without shields as well. Gonna have to go back all the way home because the Fortrog will run it down. And that's an ouchie. Looks like the avoidance is gonna work out though. It's a dodge. Oh, the shields are coming back. Take that, Fortrog. In fact, Rock might turn it around and get another slam in. Of course, EOD hasn't been fully idle at this point. He's taking back the power nodes, building on his income advantage. Holy hell, he's making 4 garages. What are we watching? Fortrog seems upgraded. So that armory doesn't have to be there anymore. If you can add in a Nightingale or something, that would be huge. And Rock's trying to keep the numbers up. Kodiaks are going to be the next order. How is he going to hold that many Warthogs? This isn't like the Cutter game in the other series where he just went 9 Kodiaks and shot everything to pieces. I don't think he has time to go 9 Kodiaks here. But he does have the Spartan with rockets. That will help a bit. The base is gonna get blasted, of course, but that one Marine doesn't need to be supported by vehicles, I don't think. In fact, just going for the generator isn't a half bad idea by EOD. Might catch the supply pad as well. He's got 66 population behind this, gets just 25 of Rock. So, very good opening to this real combat phase that just started. Some nice rams coming through, but the Warthogs are quite damaged by this themselves. And oh, he's running over mines! Rock's coming in with the slam. And the anti-vehicle turret will clean up after just losing 2 buildings. The ram will connect with the Fortrog and it's toast! Holy crap! He just defended this without any issue whatsoever. The anti-vehicle turret will shoo away the remaining Warthogs. In fact, the Spartan's gonna have something to say on their way out too, killing another one. Okay, EOD, that was cost effective for him. That was cost effective, not gonna lie. Or pretend otherwise, but hey, Rock doesn't have all that impressive amounts of stuff right now. There's no turrets here, so the Spartan's gonna have to follow. And that generator isn't particularly safe. EOD with the third base behind it, of course, as you guys are pointing out in the chat. Reason being, he killed 2 important buildings. Rock can't easily recuperate from that. However, the problem is that Rock isn't looking to recuperate from that. He just wants to maintain a little bit of power node control. He has his turrets to defend against the Warthogs plus the Spartan, which is kind of enough. Very nice staggered rams though, so the splash damage rockets aren't coming through. Okay, but they're out of rams now, and Rock is going to town. Probably gonna want to run over the mines there, killing another Warthog and getting some more shots through. Turret's doing work as well. Drop turret will help, and he's building up to that 2000 magic number that he so badly needs to finish this off. The Warthogs have died, essentially, and he can drop in the big boy. Where is the retriever? On this mine, right there. Rock, this is the spot. Put it in the right spot. That's what she said. Oh, that's way more conventional than I anticipated. But hey, he wants to hit the more developed base first. There's only Warthogs here, so it's totally doable. Watchtowers will help EOD see the thing that destroys him. There's no threat against this Sentinel whatsoever. Spartan's gonna take care of any Wolverine that comes out from this base. Doesn't even need to capture it. Could steal the Nightingale real quick. But also kind of unnecessary. There's more Wolverines coming in. But Sentinel can take it. That's a 4th Wolverine kill so far. And counting. Certainly not done. Good dodge on the scatter bomb. Basically losing nothing. The Spartan goes right into the garrison. Will take quite a bit of damage there. If Rock has a heal, this is a good time to use it. High ground won't really help against the Wolverines at this point. The watchtowers do end up being useful there. Oh, but the EOD runs over the mines. He's destroyed. The Kodiaks take care of everything. Rock can just sit back now with the Sentinel. It's done its work. It was quite cost effective. Has to remake the Spartan, it seems. Perfectly acceptable though. Of course, the Nightingales are a little bit troublesome. Sorry, Nightingales. The Hornets are troublesome. So, yeah, a bunch of Wolverines for Rock also. Can't hurt. Warthog will be blasted to smithereens. This time EOD's not tier 3. So, you know, he can't keep this thing alive all that easily. And we generally have a good number of stuff from Rock. Okay. Okay, please. Save the big boy. Oh my. It's gonna be useful if he can. I'm shocked he didn't blast the base yet. All it takes is putting a Wolverine up here. EOD's real eager to shoot this thing down. Shields? Shields. Rock still doesn't have any air pads. So he's certainly not in a rush to get a Nightingale out. I don't see a Spartan either on the map. Been looking for it for a while now, but nope. No Spartan. We've got vehicle upgrades. We've got a Jackrabbit upgrade coming in as well to provide line of sight to this. Wolverine getting absolutely blasted. And EOD spending essentially all his economy on the anti-air. This is getting him stuck in tier 2. When what you really want against the Sentinel is to reach tier 3 and blast it with some nukes from the vultures. But easier said than done when you're having to survive now. There's a good amount of Wolverines though, and they're peppering away at that shield. Oh, it just about does not go down. Once again, defensive placements are looking good. And we've got Sentinel Beacon. The Kodiaks are absolutely going to demolish the space. The Wolverines are going to be kept busy with the little flyboys that sting. Watchtower will eventually go down too. But the Wolverines are once again going over the mines. And the Kodiaks just blast. And so do the Sentinel babies. Oh man. This is rough business, Rock. EOD, I mean. It's good business for Rock. It's very cost effective what he's doing here. People are saying huge, massive a lot today. So shout out to Sir Liam. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing. We miss you. Come back. I bet he would reply Pro League when. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. We do need to bring Pro League back, and we will. We're working on that tier system, so I'm sorry it's taking so long. It's complicated. The tech is not easy. But we're working on it. Anyway, Rock just accumulating value. And he's not getting taxed. That's how it works in real life too. EOD can only hold this for so long. Got his third base, which is nice, but it's not a tier 3 base. It's having to make freaking Hornets, and it's awful. Really not working out there. Nightingales are here now to heal up the big boy. And that's working out pretty nicely too. The restoration drone, which will get it back into the green, I'm thinking. Do you guys think it's also weird that there's no orange transition? It's just straight up red to green on the health bar. Anyway, Rock wins. Again. When was the last time I've seen buildable sentinels from Anders? A long time ago. A very long time ago, actually. But they're not too bad, you know? Like, if in the late game, you can transition to them and just chain their stuns, that's actually pretty good. But you don't make them early. That's rubbish. That's, you know. You may not believe me, but what if I told you that Rock Generation can actually play Banished? He's Colony this one. And EOD, sticking with UNSC now. He's the Anders. See what he can do there. The chopper is already rushing to his location. Rock Generation is going to follow this up with a skitterer, which can spell disaster for UNSC for sure. Of course, the Jackrabbit scene is coming. And positions itself on the other side. Rock comes up on the high ground, but does spot the Jackrabbit. However, there's a juicier target with the 2 Marines, so that is what he's going to fight. EOD might want to pull around everything to defend this, but making another Marine, which is a little bit unconventional. He's just constantly going to produce Marines to win this early game against Colony. Very important to actually try and do that. Now, there are 3 Marines. Rock did not expect that. He's going to have to swing around the other way. The Jackrabbit's coming in to help out with some additional damage. Rock's taking quite a bit of hits from the Marines. And EOD's just sending the next one to the back. Doesn't want to overcommit to the one chopper because at the same time, Rock is gathering resources and he's making more choppers himself, committing to that tier 1 quite hard himself, managing to dodge enough shots. If you wiggle that chopper sufficiently, you will be able to beat a ridiculous amount of units. Granted, you can wiggle the Marines, but look, you don't outwiggle that. Those little beams on the skitterer, those can track. They're just a beam, not a projectile. So it is what it is. All 3 Marines get rammed. That's very painful for the choppers, but there's enough of them here to clean up the rest. All 3 rams were used. All 3 Marines are dead. Oh my god. That's painful. EOD's locking the base. He's trying to get Douglas out. But I think Rock can now follow this up with a raid camp and Monkey Boys, I guess? We're gonna see Monkey Boys. Maybe not. Rock has absolute map control right now. He's making a lot of skitterers. But no raid camps to be seen. You'd kind of think that when you win so hard in the early game, you'd follow it up more. With even more stuff. Win even harder, but it's not gonna be the approach he takes. Got even more units coming out of EOD, so he's committed to this tier 1 stuff. With Hellbringers and Marines. More Marines. And I'm assuming that's gonna be a generator. Good opportunity to take over the power nodes. As for Rock, well, do I need to say any more? That's a good amount of skid choppers. Spartan can cause a lot of issues here. So, you know, a heal will be necessary for that recon in the back. The Spartan jumps on just the 1 chopper. That's a huge mistake by EOD. And Rock's immediately going in for the punish with the chain stuns on these choppers. 1 star is gained. 2 choppers go down. 3 choppers might go down just about. But no, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. The 1 skid does die. Weak chopper getting pulled to the back. And these are upgraded chopper. Okay, it does die, so you know, EOD still got a trade out of this, but Rock is still on high numbers, right? The Marines can no longer really handle this, even with grenades. These are skid choppers. Or, well, only 2 of them are actually. This might be manageable with grenade Marines. And Anders does get them for cheap. When did you last see Protector Sentinels knock out? When? When was that? It's right now. Get ready. This is the tier 1 business. This is the worst version of the Protector Sentinels. I don't know about this EOD, but let's see what you can do with it. Holy Jesus. Oh boy. More skits. It would be very easy, of course, for... Oh, he's revealing it immediately. It would be very easy for Rock to just add a bunch of grunts to this. Don't tell me that the choppers can just manhandle this. I think they can. That's the craziest part. It's got no health. Like, it's so pathetic. It really gets good after the tier 2 upgrade is in, as well as Sentinel synergy. That's when it gets good. Spartan's dead again. And now Rock can kind of just deal with the Sentinels. All he has to do is target it with the grunt. Oh. This is such a fun unit. I wish it was good in tier 1. Zestimer is asking about a profit. Apparently. Well, skid grunts, this is gonna be absolutely rubbish. Like, don't do this at home, guys. EOD is a meme lord at this point. He's keeping the choppers at bay just fine. But, yeah, as soon as he starts making grunts, this is gonna turn around. In fact, he's going tier 2. Just makes 1 Reaver then. Equally good. Hey, all the choppers have died, so it was worth it for EOD, but what's he gonna do with the leader point? You don't get that back. Another dies. Oh. Uses all the choppers, and now the Spartan can kinda handle the grunts. Alright. More skits. Also got a foundry. Bear in mind the Spartan can take out the Reavers pretty easily. 1 by 1. Doesn't matter if they have skits or not. Yeah, EOD's going tier 2 himself. Maybe there's some merit to this. They're not very impressive. You're not gonna want to make big numbers of them, but maybe just a few, just to handle a scout's pack. I'm shocked Rock didn't actually add more grunts in. That's a huge part of the reason that this worked. You gotta be very careful. Frickin' Protector Sentinels. They protect. And actually that's all they do. Little infantry army on the counterattack. Nothing that a skid army can't handle. But Rock will need something for the Spartan, for sure. Hunter Capitano is not a bad idea. Adding Marauders is mighty fine too. Good steal with the Spartan there. Keeps the skid. Keeps the skid. Kind of getting pushed into the ground for whatever reason, but hey, it works. Okay, there it is, back to the real position. Rock's gonna try to heal this base, save it. A lot of combat tech marines, but maybe the... Oh, that's a lot of splash damage from the Hunter Capitano. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna see a taunt as soon as it's available, and it is there. And the question is, can the Capitano actually take it? Because he's not very upgraded, he doesn't have skits. Oh, we can just about survive. That's why. Oh, he teleports out at no health. That's crazy. But yeah, Rock holds the base for the moment. And if he can just get some skits on this boy, he should be fine. Every little beaming action he can do will restore some health to him. That also matters. Shields are back. Okay, now he's happy to go in. Taking down those Marines is easy work. Going back in the smoke accidentally there. The Spartan's ready to steal another vehicle, I'm sure. Anytime now, EOD. Oh, going after the shield gen is more important, to be fair. Rock has to sack it, but he does have the big boy. Shrapnel mines is coming in for grunts. What? If I was Rock, I'd be very worried very soon about what EOD will do with his 5th point. I think he might be saving up now. He's not making any more units, or not many anyway. And that Sentinel could cause a lot of trouble right now. Oh yeah, the Spartan keeps the skit. So good when you get that on a Wraith. Especially from the big colony drop. When they're already veterans and whatever. This Spartan might become veteran. Alright, Capitano's essentially full health. Engineer protecting here as well. More skits being made. Spartan does manage to get another Wraith. Reaver. Alright, EOD's nearly ready for the big boy. I think Rock might lose the first game today. EOD's figured him out, guys. We've got the grunt upgrade. And that's the best he's got at the moment. Well, these Reavers have been stolen. Very problematic for sure. And Rock's only making grunts at this point. Well, tell you what, the Sentinel can handle it. Quite well too. Of course, very easy in this position to take down the mini bases. Rock's gonna struggle to maintain map control. He's never been able to use his leader powers. So, we've not seen any colony drops. We've not seen his big drop either. He certainly doesn't have the resources for it. Now, having lost the generator, it's even worse. Have to remake that, and it's super expensive. So he's gonna go for the regeneration perk, of course. Combat repair. Maybe he can split up the Marauders and go and do some counter damage. The base will heal itself back up. So, don't need to worry too much about the Marines. The problem is that this Sentinel thing is tearing up the back. And EOD has even more stuff coming in. Now that he's starting to kill buildings, he's gaining a lot of leader powers, right? And yeah, the mass Sentinels will become a problem. Skid Reaver sounding good for mass use. Is a discussion in the chat? Yeah. It's a bit of a meme, like Yoda suggests, but it can work. See if that Capitano can take the Spartan. Oh, jumps away with the Reaver. Okay. Like to see another day. Generators are toast. Yeah, Rock's toast. I think EOD just building up every single base on the map. It's quite upgraded. Soon gonna work his way to tier 3. Be surprising if he doesn't just come in with Kodiaks at some point. That's just a colony drop. Oh, man. Yeah, you can tell Rock's in the struggle bus right now. Spartan's gonna save the day here, I think. There's a Kodiak. Exposed toast. The Sentinel just barely lost the shields. It's so fast, the grunts get outrun. Got teleport. I would love to see viability from this thing, but it's probably not gonna happen. Oh, actually, Rock might get the kill here. It's taunted, but EOD managed to give it a move order beforehand, so it is going to actually run away. Very good news for him. Might be able to get back the shields. Rock's even losing the Hengies to the Spartan there. Oh, Spartan switching vehicles. I don't know about that Marauder. It's probably gonna get stuck, slowed, and killed. Meanwhile, the Sentinel can go to work. It's only okay to lose the Spartan, right? We've got proxy Kodiaks now from EOD. And we have Sentinel Beacon. Basic extractors are gonna be toast. EOD's taking a 5th base. And Rock's well and truly dead. It's got no resources even for the big drop. EOD controls all 5 power nodes. It's just a matter of time until the Kodiak evaporates what remains. EOD delivers. Oh, we got a cringe gen. Very nice. Rock's really trying to hold on. He wants it, man. Well, these harvesters are just taking the fire. They're healing up. I'm sure he'll get there eventually. He gets a Spartan kill. That's all he wanted. That's just a Spartan kill. Let him have that, EOD. Come on. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. That is a 1-1 score. Good job by EOD. Let's continue. Alright, we've got Mirage and Rock Generation switching it up. Now going for Jerome. On the other side, we've got EOD going with Colony, who's already looking to bully Rock. Grunt's coming over, and I'm sure we're gonna see a chop skit very, very soon. Just a matter of affording the thing. Of course, Rock expects this. This seems to be the opener that EOD likes to go for. So this Marine can just chill pretty much in that garrison and start cleaning up the power node. Not gonna be easy to take any power away from EOD there, especially with the chopper just crashing onto this. Oh god, the Volters for the previous match. EOD's getting a 22 times return. Holy hell. 22 times! Rock says nice lag. You're the host, buddy. It is what it is. Quickly captures the power node, ends up killing the sentinels after the fact. That's not no threat, that's just smart. Especially with the garrison being there. Well, EOD's off to a pretty good start, ladies and gentlemen. He's got 3 mini bases. Probably gonna work on the 4th soon. And it doesn't look like Rock's heading there in that direction whatsoever. So it's all down to this middle mini base and what he can do with it. It's gonna be a barracks. Whereas from home, he's already making Commander Jerome. With Jerome, you still get cutter-like qualities, right? So those snipers are going to be fast, as long as he's on low population with time for heroes. You're also going to be doing a little bit better in combat, other than just speed. As for EOD, we're not seeing a hero getting made. He didn't pre-upgrade a hero either, so... Got the 4th mini base, however, which is huge. And if we get a barracks, which we did, the Goliaths are gonna come out. Jerome's not getting on the job. I'm not sure if I like the addition of Hellbringers. Because they kind of don't do that well against either Goliaths or the Hunter Captain. So this is kind of a matchup where I personally do like my snipers a lot. Granted, you're gonna want some building damage when you need to clear up mini bases. So there is that. Rock never actually took the blue on his side, so hopefully at some point he'll get around to that. Would be pretty important to get his supplies up. Anyway, the Hunter Captain is out. He's gonna stay at home turtling. You don't really want to go out there and encounter those snipers, so totally understandable. Speedy Hellzoomers are coming around. Oh! There's a bunch! There's a bunch of boys! I'm not sure that generator is gonna stick. It's not gonna stick. It's totally dead. Rock is gonna take down the 2nd Goliath, of course. Not a problem, but losing the generator is a pain point. He will be able to immediately upgrade it and get the 2nd gem behind it. So it's not all bad, but it's pretty bad. He's also having to work his way up against these generators. Slight no threat there, but very accidental, obviously. With the 1 sentinel at 5 health there. Yeah, the mini base will definitely go down. I like from EOD that he did hide one of the Goliaths. Because when he goes in, he will have the 3rd point available. He can Goliath drop back onto this. And there's only a basic turret. This generator's toast. The other generator's toast. Everything's toast. I think he's gonna be super happy with that. He detonated the mines with the drop. This should not be a thing. I hate that so much. But it is a thing. Wherever you target your drop, the mines are gonna pre-detonate. It doesn't wait for the units to drop, and the units go out unharmed. It's nasty. We've got some very nice animation resets from EOD, and I highly doubt that Rock can work his way back into this game without miracles at this point. Very nicely done by EOD, just great utilization of the dark areas of the map, especially those back corners. Plenty of hidden spots that you can utilize there. Like this on the other side that Rock could utilize if he had a drop. He doesn't get a drop. He's Jerome. That sucks. Sucks to be you, Rock. Sucks to be Jerome. So yeah, I don't know about the Jerome pick on this specific map. I do think it's mostly a banished home map. Maybe a little bit of Cutter. Maybe a little bit of Forge. And yeah, that's probably it. You could maybe convince me to go Johnson, but I think that's more of a 2v2 thing. Good cleanup on the minis. I will say that. We have the double X Pro from EOD, so he likes to build, as you all know. You know, when you do this absolutely insane amount of destruction as EOD just did, I don't think the follow-up is greed. I think the follow-up is aggression. That's how he actually put the game away. He's kind of allowing Rock to breathe, and the more mini bases Rock captures, the more leader power points he gets, the more economy he gets back, the more he can afford buying back the generators, and he's chilling on all power nodes getting controlled by him too. Save for this one. But yeah, 3 power nodes, that's pretty good. I think I was wrong with my initial assessment because EOD just keeps expanding, and now he's gonna get hell brought to him. And then some. Oh boy. Gonna have to deal with the Mastodon as well. The Mastodon. His other base isn't exactly well equipped either. So, that's embarrassing. There's no way around this. I think EOD might have just given away his advantage, to say the least. He's gonna try again, but Rock's not gonna allow that to happen one more time. Oh, he might not get a choice. Good one, EOD, good one. Wow, oh my god! He's still going! That's insane! Man, Anim reset, Hunter's brand. And the Engineer Swarm. Together, what can possibly beat this? Anyways, Rock has still got good amounts of map control. It's the Capitano that needs to show its face. Rear its ugly head. Is EOD gonna be forced to turtle into scarabs now? Is that what this has come to? This is not even gonna be a shield, it's a sensor tower. Yeah, the Goliath drop was good, but EOD needs more. Okay, this is where we're upgrading the Hunter Capitano. It just must have finished. Yeah, that's looking good now. More raid camps. Should it be necessary, EOD can kinda protect this shielded base. Kinda. Of course, the Mantis can scout what's here. Engineer skits, let's go. But yeah, Rock's gonna just attack this, and those are not dispersion nozzle flamers just yet. For how long is that gonna be true? Rock's not researching that right this second. He could. And we've got snipers in the crew, which will help as well. If we get a few more Dawns, we should be able to handle the champ himself. Oh, but we've got a very sick taunt. However, cancelled out by the victory turrets. So yeah, these guys will still keep shooting. Looks like the weak Mastodon's getting targeted first, and once again, the Great Hunter's brand deletes the entirety of Rock's army. Holy moly! Looks like EOD might colonize the entire map after all. Jerome's in trouble. I don't think he's been upgraded to tier 2. Or level 2. Tier 2. Level is the stars. Yes. Stupid caster. Anyway. Oh, Rock saving for his drop. He wants the Spartans. There they are. Tells EOD that this is Sparta indeed. See if he has a teleport. And the mines are actually not detonating. Unless EOD walks into them, which he really shouldn't. Oh my god, he walks into them! At least one. Yeah, the 3 Spartans will handle this, but I think a teleport is still viable. No more though. He didn't have it. Why didn't he have it? That's so weird. What did EOD get? I'm confused. Hunter's Brand. That's all he got. And combat salvage. Combat repair, sorry. So yeah, when you go without that, you walk over mines, you're gonna be in trouble. Also against shielded Spartans, you're not gonna be leeching any health. So that's that. Goliath drop. Gonna be kind of wasted by these guys. Mega team as good as ever. And this will also stop EOD's expansion plans. Yo, Tesla. You wrote this script. It feels like it's not real too. I agree. It really looked like EOD was onto something when he wiped out Rock's entire army with the Mastodons, that's for sure. But now he's got double Hunter skits. I'm dying, man. What? What? This isn't a real army. No. Why would... You've got Spartans to deal with. What? This isn't gonna work. I guess he's preparing for more Mastodons, but they're never gonna come. I think Rock's done with Mastodons at this point. He's getting infantry upgrades. He's happy to be out and about with some Nightingales and the Spartans. They're gonna buff his units up anyway. Good enough. What is happening in this video game? Just bonkers. Alright, I mean, I'm here for it. This is fun. Keep doing it, EOD. Keep throwing us curveballs. Rock did manage to walk out with the taunt with the Spartans. That's a good one. Also saves the Nightingale more or less. It's just not enough range. Just oh, the turret and the mines. Very good. That'll do it. Spartan slams coming in. Eats the mines. Dies. The hunters are tanking. Our boy with the plasma caster just doing whatever from a million miles away. It's actually a really impressive range. Right, EOD. Why not some Banshees? That's right. Why not? I'm not gonna stop you. Put skits on him. EOD, can we get the shield up? Oh no! It's confirmed EOD can't get it up. Wait, he can. Oh, he got it. Jeez, that was so close to going down too. If those Spartans get a volley off with the Marines as well. Nah, there's no way. Nobody wants the middle mini anymore. Nobody can actually see it. Oh, well, EOD could. Is he gonna just go to the main, do the big drop and whatnot? He can't afford the big drop. It's very expensive. We'd have to cancel that turret and recycle some of these buildings. Then maybe he can afford it. Oh! That's not the drop. No, that's just the Banshees we've seen earlier with the skits. But one of them doesn't have a skit. Imagine if you could transfer skits from one unit to another. Wouldn't that be something? It's like the next step. Oh. It's toast. Marines were enough, in fact. And we got the Hunter's brand. Once again, yeeting buildings out of the game. Banshee can kind of take this, actually. EOD has enough resources to do the drop in, but does he really want to against all these Spartans? I think not. Would be pretty stupid. Obviously, when they're out of position, it's another story, but they're super not out of position, and in fact, they're gonna evaporate this entire army. Easy peasy. What's this? Oh! They got rock space, that's nice. So EOD is technically staying ahead by one expansion the whole time. He's got superior mini-base count. So, short of rock actually destroying another base, this is not looking that bad for EOD. And he's tier 3 too, so he can upgrade as Hunter Captain into Infinity and beyond. With Infantry level 3 coming in for him. Why would a Banished player get Infantry 3? I guess he really doesn't want to deal with the Spartans stealing the vehicles. So, that's not happening. But yeah, the Hunter Capitano, he can do this all day. Another smoke would be required. I'd recommend the spot where my cursor is. Because then your own stuff can keep attacking, including Sword Boy Leon. Oh, he comes out into the mines. Why? Why did you do that, EOD? What? You just lost half your health. Okay. Guess we have the NGs. It's better than nothing. And we've got a colony drop. Once again, colonizing the main there. Very nice micro. The smoke is just a little bit too late for them. But the captain's back in healthy mode. It looks like everyone's getting healed up. They can all take it. More and more generators getting made by Rock. My god, these guys just go to town. They don't care about the turrets. None of them are anti-infantry. And they really need to be. Rock's working on it. But another generator is cancelled and toasted. Oh, it's tier 3. Or level 3 off the beam. Another drop by EOD. And actually the smoke silenced the anti-infantry turret. So this is very problematic now. You know, he also has enough resources to soon consider the big drop. Even if it's a throwaway, Rock doesn't have buildings, man. EOD can just keep building, throw monkeys at this. And eventually they'll get anything done. It's the whole situation with the infinite monkeys, infinite time, and typewriters. Shakespeare's works will come out of them eventually. So EOD can also do that. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vault. It is time. Rock Generation is bringing out the Forge. But he's not going into the easiest of matchups with the other side. EOD having Yap Yap. Bit of a Forge counter at points. You certainly get a lot of advantages with the heavy grunts. Not mobility, but if it comes to a direct fight, they'll be doing great. And early on, these little tickle monsters are gonna take over the minis. Not that Forge is bad at that. In fact, you can go double supply pad and just try to pick up the power as much as possible. But that isn't going to be the way that this game is going to go. In fact, EOD is taking the power off Rocks, securing it with a mine, and then looking out for the mini bases soon after. There's a jackrabbit. It looks like the YouTube stream is salvaged once more. Crazy how many times we have to restart just that one. But it seems to really not like the setup. Poachog will happen for Rock. The EOD is already on 3 mini bases, and 4 to 2 looks to be the number that he'll get. I don't see any reason why he would struggle to pump heavy grunts and cannon fodder. But I guess he's gonna want to save up for the second extractor, which Rock isn't actually doing himself. No double gem from him. He's got double upgraded pads. And the EOD actually prioritizing the minis as he should. And from here, putting the raid camps up on the outer mini bases is a pretty good idea, but you can just put it on here, to be honest. Since you already have both minis, might as well put it on the front one. As for Rock, I do think he's gonna want at least one barracks, which he does have. But I'd be a little worried about just choppers coming in along with these boys. See, the choppers can deal with the Poachog. It's not an issue at all. Good catch on that brute though. No, he's driving right past. What? Maybe there's a turret for Rock? No, no turrets. So that is gonna be one annoying grunt rider. More coming in too. Hopefully the move will solve the YouTube issues. Yes. Yes, gonna be getting proper full fiber internet. I'm just gonna directly route cables to the rooms rather than relying on power line connections, which, you know, it works, but it's not the most stable. Nice takedowns there by Rock. Targeting micro, very important here, of course. Those cannon fighters just keep tickling. Not gonna make a big difference between targeting and not. They just keep coming. It's good to see a bunch of jackrabbits around. However, the shade turrets will take care of them, pretty sure. Good idea to hug that generator, but Rock's forced to go for the restoration drones now. Would like to see him move in the jackrabbits to get some additional usage out of them. Oh wow, EOD actually put those mines very close to the turret, so Rock won't be able to easily get that. You probably want to proc it with just the watchtower, and then accept losing that. Well, some of the resource costs at least, because you can recycle. Anyways, more brutes coming out. Rockgen's taking a beating on the mini. And meanwhile, EOD is just partying on the other side of the map. Getting a third generator. Pumping cannon fodder from left and right. X blows up. One thing Rock got done though is the power nodes. That's pretty good stuff. But it's gonna be taken away from him. Good cleanup on the mini though. As long as Rock can hold on to at least this amount of stuff, it's not looking too bad, honestly. We got a garage coming in. need to upgrade the cannon fodder. That would be good, but EOD was tier 1. He still is tier 1. So come in and finish that generator. And then also go for the other one at the same time. The methane was very unnecessary to use there, but hey. I'm pretty sure you'll still get the other one. Look at that debuff doing the work. That's a goner. Alright, EOD. The building has done the job, I think, for now. It's got the double turret too. So he's safe against the Forge-Hog, but the Kodiaks are coming in. Oh boy. I don't think EOD has an answer to this right now. His turrets are toast. That's for sure. And his Jackrabbit can just spot and heal. He can just stay right there. Oh, where's he going? Oh, high ground. Yeah, good idea. Eventually cleans up at home, but not before losing a good amount of buildings, and that heavy supply pad isn't particularly safe. The explosion will take it with it. Wow. Okay, we've got a veteran Jackrabbit though, so that's nice, but 4 buildings lost, or rather 4 slots idle for Rock is brutal. Of course, the mines drop in, but heavy metal will counter it. As long as the Kodiaks keep targeting nicely, they get one of the generators killed. So that's very nice there. Looking good. Targeting the back harvester is also quite smart. Gonna take the other one with it. Splash damage OP. Oh, Rock's one drop is doing so much work here. EOD's gonna need to use the shades on these. They're not gonna stun, but they're gonna help with the firepower. So that's all that matters here. Rock's gonna just heal up. He knows he can do so much more damage actually. They still aren't upgraded, guys, but oh, here's the Grunt Dome. Here's the Grunt Dome. Of course, the Kodiaks can shoot through it. As long as they don't shoot something under the shield's not gonna actually work. It does have a stun component, I guess, so it's something, you know. Well, these guns getting healed up a lot by the Gubbo. But yeah, EOD's taken a lot of damage and it's not done. The Spartan? No, that's a Forge-Hog, man. That's a Forge-Hog. It's still working. Still going to town. And you know, this mini base might be toast, but EOD's gonna lose his own. Warthog's starting to do some real work around the map. I'm definitely liking what Rockgen is doing there with the veteran Jackrabbit following around. Still going. Shroud will counter the Forge-Hog. At least until Rock comes up with something better. Adding a Wolverine in, pretty important. Hey, look at those grunts. They might get the full surround if the pathing messes around for too long. Starstorm Launcher's in. There's a Hunter as well. Ooh, I think he might get the kill here, guys. Never mind. Gets away just about. And we've got another Kodiak drop targeting the 3rd generator now of EOD, which is, well, his 2nd generator at this point, but it was originally the 3rd. Some repairing can be done here. Shroud will fully block the Kodiaks. So that's Rock's next big play. Not gonna be as big of a play though. You gotta love it. That's a good one. I like that a lot. Back to where we came from. 4 cheaps. Do it again. That was 200 IQ, guys. EOD's drop doesn't matter if Rock isn't there. Might be able to kill the base, guys. Holy. The Wolverines are taking care of the Shrouds. Okay, I'll admit the mine's annoying, especially if you don't put heavy metal on. Dude, heavy metal would have been so important, but EOD's base is not looking so hot. Can he heal it with one of the grunts? Yes. Just about managed to. Where is the... Oh, wow, look at that heal rate. Holy hell. That's just a tier 2 base. We didn't get scatter bomb. And that's Rock's mistake there. We didn't get scatter bomb. Having to rely on that heal. I assume he just got the 6th point now, with the 5th being Pelican. Well. EOD's just running in circles trying to catch Rock. Whereas Rock has 3,000 supplies. Build up a little bit off that. Oh, another Kodiak drop. Build up those resources a little bit. He will have a big drop available himself, but EOD can see all the way here. Absolutely crazy. How much line of sight a bunch of sensor towers give you. And he was able to instantly react with the shades. Very nicely done. Rock will have to get up and leave. Oh, what's this? It's just cannon fodder. Where Grizzles? Can't afford them. Not yet. They're so close. Rock's tier 3's gonna make it himself. Mass expansion coming in too. Is this a Pelican? This is a Pelican attempt, isn't it? His building's blinking, but it's not doing anything. That's fake news, dude. That's what that is. Got a big drop. Got a bigger drop. Unbearable. For EOD, he can't stay here. These Grizzlies will tear him apart. A beam will help. 4 trucks down, that's not too bad at all. Pelican taking him to the other side of the map, and maybe we'll be able to do some damage. I think they're landing soon. Can he get through the bridge? Oh, that's good enough. Oh, it takes him all the way, what the hell? That's some very nice range on this. Shows how often I use it. Well, shield gen's immediately toast. There's just no way it survives. Oh, he's not gonna kill it off fully, so it's getting healed up now. Kodiak drop following up. I like it. I like it a lot. But it will take a long time for the remainder of the army to come over. We've got part of the drop sticking behind to deal with Rock space. Might want to leave another brute here on that one. Does EOD really have what it takes to deal with these? Shield gen's still up, but yeah, the Kodiaks are going to town, as I said. And the Hunters, well, that's a nice flank if you've ever seen one. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, the Grizzlies can't take it. 3 hunters is too much. Especially with engineer support. You're just not going to be able to damage through that. Pelican comes back quick though, so he's got a way out at least for one of them. Super worth it to save it, as it can now go to work on these minis. But EOD is nearby, so not that easy. So what's Rock gonna do now? Looks like EOD is doing very, very nicely in this show match. I think he's about to lose his front base. That's a given. Yeah, gonna just sack the whole thing. Doesn't want to give EOD any more leader points. I don't know, Rock will get back to hero and Gauss overcharge. I don't know, man. EOD just owns the entire map, really. His 2-base economy has been up for so long. He's tier 3 himself. He's got 2 generators still to upgrade, and that puts him on 5 gens. He'll never need power again. He will never need power again. He will upgrade his heroes to tier 3 as well. Get Ultra Hustle going. And from there, we just go tier 3 Banshees with Plasma Torpedo, and what's UNSC gonna do? You have all the bases in the world, and that's an anti-infantry turret. Just shoot that down, and the Rock's toast. Trying to make some Marines now. We've got vehicle drop level 2, which is better than vehicle drop level 1. That's toast. Oh boy. Good heal though. Good heal. We'll keep the Kodiak in the game. And since you already commit all the resources, you might as well keep it going. I just don't know what the plan is for Rock at this point. I guess he can get another Grizzly drop at some point. But it will be difficult to make it work against all the methane and whatnot. Oh man, EOD just getting his units in. He's getting infantry level 3. Upgrade 2 bases at the same time. Yeah, he's looking really solid right now. Combat tech. A little late against all these Ultra Hustle heroes. Not gonna be the best. It's a very desperate transition from Rock, who doesn't have any infantry techs. Nor does he have Marines, actually. It's just a handful. So I guess they can go out there and hold the power nodes. That's the one thing they're good for at this point. And maybe spot something for Grizzly drops. He's not making any more, so it's pretty intentionally power node related, I think. And you know what? Maybe he takes down this base with some luck. He pops in the Grizzlies at home. But not on top of the army, because he doesn't want to deal with the Grand Dome, even though the Pelicans would be shooting on the way in. Good Kodiak placement in the corner. EOD's not going to send the unit there anytime soon. Well, he doesn't need to. He's got the level 2 Grand Dome. And there's absolutely no turrets to guard these guys. There's the Fortrog alone, having to do all the heavy lifting. We've got all this methane debuffing the buildings. EOD just rampaging through them, getting chained heals up. And now we've got the Shroud that makes everyone invisible. no spotting available for Rock at all. We literally don't have any detection here. Yeah. I know there's gonna be a big exchange of leader powers. EOD remains at full health. Kinda Rock does as well, but he lost the shields on the Forchog. That Grizzly is struggling. EOD doesn't want any fighting anymore. He's done his damage. Might as well get out of here. Can he though? The pathing does allow him to kinda squeeze through, but kinda not. That's awkward. That is awkward, I'll say. So I guess he just trades away all his heroes. That's a bit unfortunate there. Didn't need to do that. Certainly has beam available. And he could have killed some more buildings, you know? Just skirting around the base. Stuns the Grizzlies a bit, but they're not dead. Anyway, he did keep this base going a bit. So that's 3 harvesters doing some work. Of course, there's diminishing returns on high numbers of harvesters, with the first ones doing the most work and the later ones just not giving as much income. And I say, of course, when it's not really genre standard at all. But it does allow you to come back against a high base count. While still rewarding expansion, of course. That's a lot of production buildings for EOD. He's doing a bit of a Pavium cosplay. If he loses that base, that would be very embarrassing and problematic. He's on 15 population, so I have no idea what the plans are. I'm not sure he knows what the plans are. Okay, are we gonna go where? I'm getting cloaking. Lost this. EOD. We are playing, right? Yeah, he's just getting the air upgrade, you know, for the one engineer. That's definitely what's happening, right? EOD's like, I'm not here. Rock has 5 power nodes, or he's about to. Ow! That's bonkers, man. The man just keeps dropping in these heavy units, and he goes to town. EOD just dropping in units. His drop, not as good. These guys are for aggression. Air upgrade level 2. Locusts. Let's make a little bit of everything, says EOD. Didn't quite have the power for it, and it's gonna be a while until he's 120 pop. Hey, Rock's stuck on 78 now. Literally can't make anything else. Oh, this USC doesn't have a 2 pop unit. So he's in the pickle. And I have to wait until he upgrades his pop, which is coming. It is coming, but is it in a timely fashion? He might have another Grizzly drop available, to be fair, as well as Kodiaks, so maybe that's what he will do. I like to split off the one Warthog there. Starting to get some real map control here. It's crazy if he wins this. I'm not saying it will happen, but it might. Yeah, do the grunt dance. Okay, EOD decided this is what he will do. A little bit of everything. I don't know about the Locust, man. EOD sees the intake of oxygen. That would lead to some decisions, yes. They're still decisions, but Well, it is what it is. The locusts are getting evaporated, guys. Who could have guessed? I think he might be having fun with this. That's good. You should have fun. But EOD, you're slowly losing. What you gonna do? Oh god. Eat some bombs. That was on the menu. Kodiaks are shelling the hell out of him. Honestly, it doesn't look like the Shrouds can keep up with this. We got even more Grizzlies coming in, and they will wreck the remainder of the army, even through the methane beam, which really hurts. But the tanks can kind of take it for a little while. Yet he's down to just 40 population. He needs to make stuff. He needs to make stuff now. He's pumping hunters. Good. He should. And once again, Rock does not have detection. This could be the play. Maybe. Can't see EOD's base. Can't shoot what you can't see. Rock will get some of the Kodiaks out of here. Not the best results, but results nonetheless. Another Grizzly does die. Kind of problematic. Nice pullback macro by EOD, keeping one more Hunter alive a little bit longer. And if he targets the weak unit, he'll actually get the kill. 2 tank kills. Can we get a third one? No, that tank will take care of the rest. Oh god, the poor Tog. It's toast. Paper drop 2's ready again. It's a lot of tanks getting killed, man. EOD with that, whatever that army was, actually kind of staying alive. You know, I kind of wish EOD had just pumped some Banshees and called it today, but this is way more fun. He's making these campaign armies. The Rock's base isn't particularly healthy. If someone manages to all in that, it might be a lot of trouble for Rock. Rock's kind of sticking to what he knows as well. It's all vehicles, guys. All vehicles. We finally have some Wolverines, so he will be able to see. Is there a vulture transition? No, we just looked at the... I'll take a quick look at Rock's base, so he will be winning this fight again as usual. But there's no air pads besides the Nightingale stuff. You know what? Once the heavy metal is gone, maybe EOD can actually turn this around. But oh, he's eating a big scatter bomb. Never mind. It's through the engineer shield, so it's not terrible. Wait, is this one of those bugged leader powers where it just doesn't do damage? I think that might have just happened. There were too many status effects or something. Literally didn't do damage. And yeah. Engineer bubbles, methane, probably healing. Too many status effects. Yep. Alright, I think EOD might finally have a solid enough group together that he can push out and do some magic with this. I don't know what that scatter bomb was. It seemingly didn't do anything. He's got glassing beam 2. Should Rock be able to muster any defense at all? Which I'm beginning to doubt. He's got something here. Oh, it's a rabbit. Whatever. He can keep it. Oh, Warthog evaporates. That's rough, buddy. Got the methane on the base. Watch it melt. Ah, there were heals as well? Okay, I didn't notice. My bad. That's why I didn't do any damage. Okay. Yeah, heals plus engineer shields will do that, so it's just that powerful. One base left. Rock has all the willpower, none of the numbers. So the full population EOD Yap army. Restoration drones is coming in, but the hunters are on top of the vehicles. That's not the place you want to be in. And although there's some sick splash damage coming through from the Kodiaks, it's just 2 Kodiaks. You can take it. There will be healing, there will be drops. There's beams, there's methane. What more could a Yap player want? Yeah. A not so clean victory by EOD, but who cares? It's a victory. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. As always, Rock Generation goes Shipmaster here on Frontier. He keeps hyping up Isabel, but he never does it. Shame. On the other side, we've got EOD Spartan Seb playing as the Johnny. Now, Johnny can certainly lock down the middle with bunkers. I'll be curious to see what Rock will do about it. Because actually, it's not that easy to dislodge those bunkers. Especially as a Shipmaster, you do have your suicide grunts that, if they connect, stun everyone within. So that can be a pretty potent tool. We'll see how that goes. Rock comes up with the elite grunts. Doing the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And yep. That wiggle will do it. EOD just doesn't have the numbers to keep up with this. And meanwhile, Rock is in both sides picking up the juicy stuff. What's EOD gonna do about it? Got nothing coming yet. Maybe a quick barracks. I mean, Rock's literally swimming in power. I don't think he's gonna have any trouble stopping whatever EOD throws at him at this point. Of course, it would be nice for Rock to also have a mini base somewhere. Mini bases are good. Wait, he picked something else. He's got 4 mini bases to 2. That's a pretty good start for EOD, actually. Oh, you guys want to do betting? I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, EOD voters once again walk away with a 5.8 times return. Alright, Twitch gamers, vote. So, 2 minis versus 4. EOD will have your Johnny Bunker, soon TM. But before that, Rock will actually tech into Ghosts. And there's not much Ghost production, if we're honest. There's gonna be Brutes as well. But a handful of these can be managed by Johnny, for sure. Where is Johnny? Okay, it's just not flashing the building for whatever reason. We'll make it work. Those are spotted. But I'm not sure EOD can do much about it. Like, okay, he's gonna have the Johnny on the other side of the map soon. Unless he gets intercepted, of course. Then he has to put a defensive bunker in the middle of the map. Nobody wants to do that, so... we'll see. Question from defender, why did EOD attempt to fight the center? I agree. I think you should send your starting marines on the sides. Then they can at least share power. It's good enough. EOD puts down his healing beacon early. And starts taking down the ghost pretty well. Yeah, that's not too bad, guys. He's still got good shields. Getting the third ghost kill. Very easy fourth kill if he keeps pushing. Very nice. Awesome work. And, you know, if he keeps going here, gonna have the bunker drop available. Would be able to put it right in the main of Rock. Rock's having to heal these guys up. Oh my god! That was a smart missile. Very smart. So nice. There's the bunker. Rock is gonna have some Suis ready for this. See if it's enough. We got Hellbringer boys. This is a bunker level 2 as well. First one he drops. I was gonna recapture the middle, but yeah, you gotta deal with this, and soon enough, EOD will have another one available. And there's 2 bunkers to deal with. Then it just keeps climbing in numbers. Nice stun on everybody in there, but it does expire relatively quickly. Although if Rock can chain the Suis, he will render this unusable for a moment. It's the best possible outcome for him right now. Not enough ghosts to really do anything with, but hey, we've got a little bit of action on the other side with the ghosts. Capturing the power nodes. He will have to kill the sentinels though. He's leaving, I think. You know, he realizes he needs to stay. And to actually kill the sentinels, because we don't do the node strat business. Marines do enter. 2 turrets do remain. My sentinels finally cleaned up. The ghosts can come home, but first they need to have a detour and actually heal up, I think. Johnson will tear them a new one. And of course we've got snipers coming in, which will further protect these bunkers. We have not lost any health. I think Rock might be toast, guys, even though he has a good mini base count and everything. Short of spirit support solving this issue, I'm just not sure. Yeah, Bunker 2 is meta. Absolutely is. It's a meta play, you could say. What happened to Kaboom? He retired. We'll see if he makes a return for when we do tournaments again. We'll have to hand out some of those tournaments, as you might know. Because we'll do a lot of them. But we'll cross the bridge when we get there. It's totally up to him. So, if he's happy, I'm happy. I know Horse's side will ping up, prop up some of his activity once we start again in the next season. That's Q1 next year. So, EMP Mac Blast! Oh, he can blast the engineers. They're toast. That's such a strong start. Holy hell, the snipers evaporated everything. Rock's toast, man. He's got the one locust on the high ground. That could be the saving grace. But who's gonna save the extractor? Rock doing a good job capturing power nodes though. He's got 3 power nodes under his control. EOD still chilling in Tech 1. He's got 3 turrets, so his main is safe. But the mini base is less so. More snipers coming in. It should be Hellbringers. You gotta siege this base down, man. And soon. Because if Rock can maintain his tier 2 with so many power nodes and Tech 2 units, actually, he'll be in a fine position. Got all the minis in the world, so losing a few add-ons doesn't matter all that much. That's the funniest positioning on an extractor I've ever seen. But hey, it does the trick. 2 locusts are better than 1. And I think that bunker might actually go down even despite the healing. Yeah, it can't really out-heal that for long. Rock's still getting enough power. I mean, EOD is only now Tech 2. So he's gonna get his armory up. I'm not sure Rock particularly cares, guys. These 5 minis are almost equivalent to all this, plus the 3 power nodes. It's not too bad. Of course, he's getting a lot less power income than EOD would. Especially if EOD gets the proxy base. Of course, if Rock loses his main, that's a problem for him. Doesn't want that to happen. So, you know, upgrading some of these harvesters, pretty damn important. Locusts are coming in now, but it's a tier 2 Johnson. Oh, he's going for the fight. Does EOD have an EMP? I think he might, guys. Oh, Rock pulling back some units with extraction to heal the base up some more. But the bunker does stun the boys. And they don't seem to do enough damage to the Johnny. They can take it. EMP backblast is ready. Oh, they're clumped up. They're all clumped up. Holy. Well, if Johnny doesn't start up from this, nothing's gonna start him up. It's confirmed. He's getting moved. That is a nice spirit support, but I'm sorry, Johnny's OP as well. But if everything's OP, nothing's OP. So the game is balanced. That's the logic I'll go with. 3 generators. It's 4 generators, but they're free. The split comes a little late. A lot of units are dead. But hey, so is Rock. Totally acceptable for EOD what happened here. He can do this all day. Rock cannot. In fact, one more win for EOD and he takes the $40. Very nicely done. The Johnny, ladies and gentlemen, the Johnny. Didn't even get a veterancy point. What the hell? Rock generation back to Captain Cutter. If it works, don't change it, don't fix it, just keep using it. On the other side, we've got EOD, Spartan Seb picking up Atriox. Now that might work rather well. We'll see. On Ashes, I have to favor Cutter a little bit for the mid game, but as soon as Atriox truly establishes himself, it's just really tough to deal with the Chosen, honestly. Tier 1, you can handle yourself just fine in Scudder. But then, you know, the mass bases start, which really lends itself to EOD's playstyle. And this is a very nice opener as well. Catching him off guard with the chopper. Well done, well done. Bada bing, bada boom is giving us the sub bomb Thank you very much for the support on Twitch. That's 5 sub gifts. Thank you. We are well past our sub goal, actually, of 50. We're at 57. Nice. Thank you. Very much appreciated. And question in the YouTube chat from Manskin, I think. Sorry if I mispronounced. Where's my accent from? So, I'm Hungarian, but I live in the UK and I have lived here for nearly a decade. So, I picked up some of that, but at the same time, I learned most of my English from TV shows, which are usually American, so you'll have a mix of that with some British mannerisms. But an almost completely eroded Hungarian accent. There's no Hungarian accent in here, basically. I'm having some troubles with V's and W's in English still. That's probably the biggest tell of me being foreign. But that's why nobody can place it, because it's... You know, when you're just gone from your country of origin for 10 plus years, my Hungarian is not very good anymore. Just forgetting words. Anyway, EOD's got a split map situation. He's upgrading some of the outer harvesters, and at some point he'll be going for expos, so I would assume he's got fortifications, right? Surely. We're in Twitch. Wasn't expecting EOD to take so many games back to back. Yeah, it's not unheard of, but I mean, it's also not expected. I think Rock does get worse the longer he goes. Not that the guy doesn't have stamina. I think EOD has a little more, is all I'm saying. So I think Rock used up a lot of his energy in the first series, where he absolutely dominated. And then there's this. Now let's see if his cutter can make a difference. Let's see. Why have I moved to the UK? For work. Stayed here, even after I didn't need to now, because met my partner here. And we figured it's actually not a bad place to settle for now. But yeah, I've got permanent residence and everything, so might as well. I didn't get citizenship. I don't feel a strong need for it. Although I could. It's a lot of work. If you're hungry, just eat something. Oh god. Oh, Manston has a friend from Sopron. Sounds good. Yeah, Hungarian food is very good. For sure. If you guys go there, don't just go to Budapest. It's such a tourist trap city. Sure, it's pretty, but there's more to the country. Alright, Rock controls a lot of the map right now. He's working on... Oh, that's not Marines, that's just mines. So, he's actually not controlling it that hard, and, you know, as long as the Chosen's around, which he's not... But he's working on it, he's getting it back, the turrets are coming up, and EOD is still firmly in tier 1. But, you know, as you establish yourself, as you get more turrets up and running, it's gonna be more and more difficult for the cutter to push. Quick capture from Rock. That's what we like to see. Like the one sniper running around as well, just keeping some control over that. Chosen, of course. The mines didn't work out. Yeah, that's tough for the Spartan. I'm not gonna have another slam ready, so I'm not sure. Ooh, the vehicle! He actually out microed that hero and manages to take it down, but the chopper should be able to finish the Spartan. There's no way. Yeah, the slam. There we go. Sniper seems also quite killable. Doesn't have that much health. Runs away. Maybe the next chopper. That's a good catch for sure. ODSTs are back though. And EOD having to make back the hero again, but so does Rock. Now, Rock doesn't have anything on this base. That's something to consider. This isn't the best of 21, but it's close enough. It's close enough, guys. I mean, it's... Put 2 9s together, it's like a best of 18, right? Not that that's a thing. It's not working on all that much. Oh, he's doing the triple garage thing again. That is interesting. Okay. Now, it should be fairly easy for an Atriox to pump out the shrouds though, and he's already got the air pad this time. The shields themselves are gonna be fairly cheap. Got some turrets. So as long as EOD doesn't transition into too many brutes, and doesn't force that issue too much, it should be fine. We got drop turrets as well. The satchel isn't quite doing the work. And yeah, hero's just fine. Don't go back into the turret range. It's actually got crazy range right there. Both players remain firmly in Tier 2, Rockgen controlling the entirety of the map. Having some line of sight on these bases is also quite helpful. He can grab on himself later when he wants to. Support drones coming in, and the Kodiak business is about to begin, gamers. Yep, level 1 vehicles. Hey, Mad Hat is here. Good to see you, buddy. He likes the pretty colors exploding. There's a lot of that in Halo Wars. All the buff auras, the damage zones, the whatnot. Yeah. It gets colorful. And here we'll clean this up as well. Saving the Harvester. Killing several ODSTs is pretty nice. But now Rock's main job is to just siege this base. Only got 2 Kodiaks to do it, but Dark Skies did get researched, and EOD... It's probably not the kind of unit you want to really commit to right now. Hunters, Shrouds, Engineers is the order of the day, I think. That should be definitely on the menu. Still making brutes. Okay, Hunters now, finally. Putting 2 and 2 together. Problem with the Shroud, it's gonna get stolen by the Spartans, so it's not as simple as it sounds. Hunters will be a key part in this. Good job by EOD taking down the mini bases. And you know, as long as you can keep this base going and has multiple shrouds, you know, if you can get up to 3 shrouds, you never have to fear that Spartan stealing them because you just make them back. And eventually you get to high enough numbers that you can stomp through this. But now that there's enough Wolverines, it's easier said than done. Rock can just bring those in and overwhelm their anti-missile defenses. And of course, cloaking the hunters is also quite helpful. Got the damage donut. That's gonna strip the shield, kill some hunters. The Spartan does the rest of the job. And it looks like Rock Generation found a modern cutter style. There's no better way to say this. This is new business. Really didn't see cutter players using Kodiaks like this before. Maybe I missed a bunch of show matches where it happened, but it is fairly new developments. And I'm not sure EOD has much left to go off with. What else does he have? He's still trying to make jump routes, but really, if you can't get on top of this with your hunters, what you gonna do? Okay, he got some beaming in. Uni's base is still kind of holding. He must have some fortification upgrades. The most important thing though is he took over all the mini bases, so he doesn't super need to hold on to the base. But as long as he can, it's good. You know, why not? Archangel says the siege positioning is vulnerable, but they're kind of covering each other. They had Wolverines and snipers. They dealt with EOD's army very nicely. He just never got the numbers to deal with it. He wasn't far off though. Like if it goes a little faster, if he doesn't commit to Dark Sky's brutes, I think he absolutely would have been able to steamroll it. But yeah, with all these snipers, all the SDs, the Spartan can't approach it too easily. Anyway, the Kodiaks finally are being dealt with. And you know, Rock isn't actually in tier 3. There's still work to do for him. But neither is EOD. Neither is EOD. Well, these mini bases is just harvesters, so Rock can split off a single Warthog or 2. 2 is better than 1. And just work with those. Veteran snipers, pretty sick. Wait. The Shroud locked in the base blocks shots? Are you kidding me? No. No. Seriously? Okay. Well, there's a Kodiak on the bottom. Bullying. Rock Generation has too many resources and EOD does tap out. That's crazy. We are actually gonna go to game 9, aren't we? Well, EOD still has plenty of leaders left, so who knows? Who knows? Alright, gamers, we're going to the Badlands. Rock Generation is gonna be not Jerome. That's a misclick by me. Sorry. Let's fix that. He's actually Johnson. And on the other side, in the red color, we have got EOD. Playing as his favorite leader, Isabel. This might be a while. These two will probably end up in a late gaming situation here. We'll see. Alright, so in the middle here, we've got Rock Generation claiming one mini base. EOD just going for the bottom one. He's not going to be rushing or anything like that. It's a pretty chill harvester grab or supply pad. Rock gets the two middle minis, of course. That's kind of the situation when you don't have a full-on engagement there. The Jackrabbit comes down to take the power. And Rock should be able to get a 3-2 mini base advantage here, and as Johnson, that's a pretty big deal because you would be able to slap down a bunker on this and get a 4-1 advantage. That's huge. And already Rock is going to be working, of course, on the Johnny Hero, with EOD being behind on that. In fact, it's going for a generator, which I'm not entirely subscribed to. In this matchup, I think you need to play tier 1 a little bit heavier against Johnny so that he gets under control. But Isabel is a hard matchup, honestly, in my opinion, against Johnny. You guys can let me know if you think different, but yeah. I think that bunkers are just tough for Isabel to deal with, so EOD wants to probably just skip to tier 2, run around with Warthogs and deal with them that way. Easier said than done, especially going up to 2 generators here. It's not like he's getting a Spartan. He's not going to be able to... Oh, he is getting a Spartan. Okay, what do I know? Nice capture on this power node. And there will be much more of that. With our Isabel player essentially having no response other than making turrets and keeping the home base safe. So EOD is just kind of getting behind in the economy department, even though Rock is spending so many resources. When you capture all the 5 power nodes, it will catch up. And he does have an extra mini base, so that matters. So if the Spartan can't get in there and equalize the situation, I'm not sure what will happen. But it looks like EOD will secure his tier 2 with 3 turrets, no less. But Rock will firmly hold on to his map control. It's a full bunker already, right next to a garrison. So he can just bunker up the entire map. T2's coming in. It's not as quick as it could be, but it's quick. Especially while getting a Spartan out. And it's a double gen. Finds some machine gun Alice to deal with the garrison suggests defender in the chat. I don't disagree. Especially with the vehicles added, it's not too bad. EOD is a little late with the Expo, but as he's getting the Spartan upgrade, it works out in terms of power. Needs to hold on to this mini base, of course. The Cowbringers won't be an issue. Catches at least one, but should be able to get both. course, what Rock can't do is allow this to come up. If that becomes an upgraded base, it's problematic. Warthog's coming in. We've got a bunker, but it's very far away. Not sure I'm a huge fan of that. Chain Gun Alice coming soon. Mac Blast will, of course, be available for EOD. That's a nice clump right there. Now or never. He doesn't have the resources just yet, but very soon he's going to. Waiting for that chain gun to kick in. Doesn't want to engage against the snipers, which is very reasonable as a decision. That is rough. The triple sniper is going to deal with the Spartan, I'm thinking. Got some ramps coming in, it helps. And you know, that Johnny, it doesn't look like it has health upgraded, so the Spartan will take him down, but she also drops from the sniper fire. EOD's base is not gonna live, but that's a good amount of Warthogs coming in. Well, we never got to finish the previous betting, so I will do a short session for this one. So Rock won the previous, and this one you guys are gonna have only 5 minutes to vote. Hopefully the game doesn't end by then. Some very nice rams coming through for EOD, but he's losing the hogs left and right. Half of these are fake. And Rock knows he's got the snipers to detect that. Base is lost, so it's all up to EOD now to come back and make a difference. I like the recaptures on the power nodes. Sadly didn't get the bottom one. But yeah, splitting up the hogs now. Seeing what kind of work he can make happen. She keeps getting met by garrisons left and right. Spartans coming back. Rock has more population for now. He's tech 2 himself. Gonna be going into an air pad. Interesting. Think he'll get like combat tech marines maybe? Getting infantry upgrades, so he must be thinking about it. What happened just yet? It doesn't look unsalvageable for EOD. Like, this Spartan is starting to do some work. I think you can get rid of the armory and put a pad here. Also working on his base again. Every bit of economy is going to be critical right now. Yeah, look, he even turned everything into heavy supply pads. Almost tier 3. Maybe some early tank gaming? So yeah, Rock doesn't follow up with any Mantis or anything like that. It's just more infantry and Nightingales. He's clearly in cutter Frink mode. 5 power nodes grabbed, so that's very nice to see from Rock. Still an armory for EOD. I guess he did click up to tier 3, and he wants to get that neural implant. Fair enough. These are real hogs now. I'm a real boy. I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, just confirming. We've got Rock's Expo. It's on the bottom here. Nothing that will be threatened by EOD anytime soon. He's more interested in the mini bases. They are more guaranteed kills when you have this kind of number of hogs. Combat Tech Marines indeed did happen. But they're also quite killable. Rock opting for a bunch of Cyclops, which might make a big difference as well. Kodiaks. EOD wants to hold a little. Now the Kodiaks will do an amazing job against bunkers, so that's no longer a play available to Rock. You can still use bunkers to hold down the power nodes and stuff, so that's good. Is that... Okay, I was worried that Rock might go tier 3. I think he's in a comfortable position right now, so maybe get a third generator behind this. Once this is upgraded. Yeah. There it is. Very good. He's in a comfortable position, so no need to rush anything, you know. The Kodiaks will shred him a little. Just pull back, hold the power nodes, it's good enough. No need to rush tier 3, rather build up the economy a little, and then go tier 3. You gotta deal with those tanks sooner or later. But for the moment, EOD can work on taking back the map. And it will distract him from actually killing blows with these Kodiaks. As this infantry army can just run around and do some work. Johnny's shooting the wrong spot and gets slammed, but also the garrison works despite the stun. So you can get your guys out of there. Probably shouldn't do that, but hey, it works. Cyclops doing some nice surrounds on the tanks. And with the healing, they might actually survive. Okay, one goes down, but so does the tank. EOD didn't get all that much done. He will still lose the mini base. And although he's pushing up with the Kodiaks on the bottom side, is that going to be really enough? Okay, if he pairs it up with all those tanks, I think he might be fine. There's 3 tanks right now against what? 2 Cyclops and a bunch of Marines? I think the Cyclops can't do that much work. Spartan's full shields as well, so she can take on a lot of these. Infantry can only do so much. I don't know why EOD has a thing for watchtowers right now, but hey. Kodiak's deploying very close to the base. But that does give an opportunity to siege down the turrets very quickly. They won't last long at all. Now, with so many tanks out, EOD can finally pull the boys and go. Mantis pops out, but it's probably too little. Especially with these hogs around, they can guard. The Kodiak, I think EOD has a real chance to win here. Rock is tier 3 himself, but no Colossi just yet. In fact, this is the only base he can make them in, as none of these mini bases have vehicles. He's trying to prep his Johnson. Needs his little Gauss turret thing. But here come the tanks. EOD shows no mercy. Will take down the garrison, and I just don't think... I don't think Rock has what it takes to deal with this right now. Sure, the Cyclops are helpful. But yeah, that's a very dead Johnny right there. Getting slammed around, getting tanked around. Tank beats everything. More of them coming in too. Good takedown on the Nightingale though. Yeah, Rock will definitely lose this base. There's no question about that. Spartan and the other 2 tanks are heading for the other base. Spotted by the rabbit. And the EOD is 80 pop. If he only moved up with his Kodiaks, that would help a lot. Does he actually have the population upgrade coming in? Looks like no. That's something to queue up for sure. Nice nuke. Why don't people just go air, all air, as soon as possible as they tech up? You can win most of the time. Not at this level of play, guys. If you truly think that, you haven't been around long enough. These are the very best players of Halo Wars 2. You make infantry in tier 1, so that counters air. Just no. No. Watch some tournaments, watch some top player show matches, and you'll see that that's the opposite of the truth. Oh, EOD's coming in with all these Isabel tanks. And he's gonna smash up Rock's base. He doesn't care about the anti-vehicle turrets. They don't just smash through. Rock's map control is in shambles behind this, as EOD is slowly working away at the mini bases as well as the power nodes. But what really matters is that he's 3 bases against 1. He just stole the vulture. 1-star vulture, one-shotting the turret. Sorry, not sorry, this is over. The 1 vulture is the MVP of this game. Rock made it, EOD used it. Hey, if Rock had some more units, I'm sure EOD would love to steal them. Yes, he does have a leader power for that. Oh. Hello. Who's this? I'm sorry, did I miss a condor? I guess I did. Okay. Why not? Come on, Rock. Make it work. Oh, I didn't do anything. Very cute, though. Do we have a nuke for EOD? If he fired a heavy metal nuke into this, it would hurt. Let me tell you. Ah, too late. Not that it's gonna matter. This is plenty of stuff for EOD here. That base is toast. But absolutely no way it stays alive. Even just a Spartan would be sufficient to take this down. Well, maybe not. There's a Johnny now, tier 3. Perhaps a nuke can go through and then the rest will just finish it. Oh, okay, we've got a heal. There's hope for Rock to... Hold on. But okay, so much for the hopes and dreams. They're gonna stay memes. And the Mach Blast is available. As if Isabel needed another one. Rock's base is toast. Rock is toast. And EOD can go to bed. Absolutely beautiful. A condor. I mean, it bought Rock some time, I'll admit. Still very dead, though. Sadly, condors are not all that they're made out to be. Really just capturing all the bases. There's no way Rock gets back in now. 15 seconds. He just wants to kill that Spartan. EOD, please have mercy. Let him have a kill. Holy hell. Rock gives up. He will reflect on this for ages to come, as $40 goes to EOD. And whoever voted for him is absolutely farming the points on Twitch right now. So, congrats, guys. Congrats to EOD, and thanks again for Scorpion Laws to impromptu commission this show match. We want to thank our MetaPlays website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.